Fargo Davies leads 1-0 off a goal by Ali Matter with 24:44 to go in the first half of play. And that's all the scoring so far. And immediately, appreciate all your assistance. That one's going to be popped up, and can Ola get there? She does! She makes a jumping grab just as the ball was about to go over the fence. Here Mavor, a perfect 4-for-4, and a slam dunk from Harney. Braden Keene is the guy in the backfield here. Midsel's under center. And man in motion coming to the near side. And he'll look to the corner, and he's got Traber now in the end zone for the touchdown. And it's 7-6. Skyhawks are on the board. 41-37, 4:25 to go here. As the Kindred Vikings will work it down low. Another slam dunk and one. How about that? A slam dunk by Gavin Keller, and he got fouled on the two-handed throwdown. 5:07 and counting in the shotgun, looking to pass near side, going for Jamal Spivey, and he got it! A 24-yard touchdown connection from Clemens to Spivey. Brings up Kenzie McKinnon and puts your outfielders in left and left center because that one's going to left field and that's gone. That is a two-run shot for Kenzie McKinnon. And it's 3-0 Central Cass as the Squirrels will come out to home plate and wait for McKinnon to come across home. That one was gone the moment it hit the bat. All right, and welcome. We are here live at Dilworth-Glydon-Felton High School in Glendon, Minnesota. Mike Mason with you here on the Minnesota Sports Station for the junior varsity matchup between the home team Rebels and the visiting Hawley Nuggets. And we want to thank everybody who tuned in yesterday for the JV game. We had some audio issues yesterday, but still, even with the audio issues, set a record of 207 viewers live. That is the most for any junior varsity game in any sport of every junior varsity game that we've done on the network of our 3 stations. Most of them on the ND Sports Channel until yesterday when we did our first one on the Minnesota Sports Station. So now it's our second one on the Minnesota Sports Station, and we're ready to rock and roll here. So we're underway, and the serve will be controlled here, and it'll be popped over from the 10-foot line. Diving for it is the Librero, and let's see, that's Casey Olsen, who is the Librero on the junior varsity, and that one will fall down for a point for the Nuggets. That's 1-0. Jada Jetvig will have the serve here for Hawley, and that high arching serve is up and over. Back set over to the far pin, pushed over at 2 hands, and it dropped in bounds. That ties us up at 1 apiece. Megan Tooney with the kill there. Casey Olsen will have the serve. Jump serve from the middle of the service line, just barely made it up over the tape. That was Hastings who sent it over. Rebels will go on the attack, and it'll be kept alive. Chasing after it there is Halverson, and she won't be able to connect on it. And another point here for the Rebels. So Casey Olsen will send another jump serve over. There's the back set to the near pin, and that one was sent over. One touch right back to the Nuggets, and then Hastings will tip it over for the point. All right, so I had to write in a player on the roster, and that player is the one serving now, Vetter. One touch back over, and then shoved right back over to the Rebels. They'll go on the attack from the near pin here, and dropping it in bounds there is Maddie Pompey, the junior. ties us up at 3. Serve this time will go into Taylor Ockery with the serve. Back over, Olsen makes first contact. There's a set to the far side. That one will go into the stands. Gives the Rebels a lead back at 4-3. Ockery, a junior, will have the serve once again here for DGF. That serve is up and over. And sent over from the 10-foot line, and it'll be tipped, and they'll have to get, it'll be a tough one here, but they got it over. And now the Nuggets have a chance to go on the attack, but they push it back over in 2 here, giving the Nuggets an opportunity. Nicely dug out there by Anna Steer, and a whistle, and I missed it. Double touch is what it was. 5-3, 2-point lead for the Rebels. Biggest lead for either team in the match. Serve is just barely over and down for an ace. Tried to send it over as Hastings, but it was blocked there on the far side. It was the duo of Reagan Davison and Maddie Pompey. Reagan Dawson, excuse me. W looked like a V. Nice job from the middle there. That is McKenna Iverson with the kill. And it's 7-4. Go on the attack. Hastings will put it over, and it'll drop. Olsen was going to dig it out, but then thought her teammate was going to come, and then it just fell to the floor. So, result in a point here for the Nuggets, and they pull within 2 at 7-5. And that'll be 4 touches. And the Nuggets are within, I was going to say within 6, but they're within 1. Taylor Reap, the junior, will have the serve here for Hawley. Be bumped over there by Peyton Backus. Sent back over, and that would have been out of bounds if Casey Olsen let it go, but she didn't. Now the Rebels will send it back over. That one will go on the wrong side of the antenna. Point for the Rebels. It's 8-6. With the serve is Jenna Reno, a sophomore. Reno send it over and out of bounds. 8-7. Hastings with the serve, and that one's out of bounds. And it's 9-7. Starting to make some adjustments there, and we still got to make some adjustments. Had to set up for the varsity game and not the JV games. There we go. Now we got it set up for the JV one. It's 10-8 as both teams have scored a point during all those adjustments. Nuggets will keep it alive, and if they score here, I won't have to change the scoreboard. One touch right back over to the Rebels. They will go on the attack. Here's the set by Gennarino, and the swing and the strike and the kill by Peyton Backus. So it's 11-8. That one will fall. Puts the Nuggets back in within 2. With the serve, it'll be Ashley Fletcher, the sophomore. Serve is over. There's first touch there by Megan Tooney, and it'll result in an ace. 11-10. Nuggets can tie it up here on the next point if they can grab it. Fletcher's serve is over. They'll set it up for the attack. Pushed over there by Tooney. Blocked at the net, and the Nuggets will keep it alive and send it over in 2, and they're going to call a lift on that. (12-10). And a whistle will blow, and Rebels will get a point on what I believe was an illegal substitution, or what they sometimes call a rotation violation. And they'll get another point as that one will not return to the other side of the net. Couple occasions, the Nuggets got within 1, but they haven't been able to close that and tie it since early on here in the set. Attack from the middle, and Olsen touched it, and then it hit the backboard of the basketball hoop. And as a result, came down at a sharply and was not able to be controlled. 14-11. Nuggets within 2, and Jada Jetvig will have the serve. And Jetvig's serve is over. Olsen makes first contact. There's the back set to the far pin, and it's dug out there by, that is Mackenzie Halverson. Volley stays alive, and joust at the net, and that'll be won by Anna Steer, who gets the point. 14-12. Jetvig, the freshman, will have the serve once again here with her team trailing by 2. Can they close the gap this time around? We'll see. DJF will go on the attack. Did they get it in bounds? They did, and that with the kill was Reagan Dawson. Rebels will go on the attack. Halverson touched it, but it'll fall for a point. And it's 16-12. Casey Olsen will continue on the serve here, junior for the Rebels. And that one was going in the books as an ace. 17-12 and a timeout. So we'll take a timeout as well. 17-12 here in the first set, back in 30 seconds on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, welcome back. Coming out of the timeout here, the Nuggets trail by 5, 17-12. Casey also on the serve here for the Rebels. Serve hits the tape, service error, and a point for Hawley, and that makes it 17-13. Put the serve into the hands of Anna Steer. Here's a set to the near pin on the attack, dug out there initially by Jet Vig, but it'll go into the books as a kill for Maddie Pompey. 18-13. Hastings will send it over. Olsen will dig it out. Here's the set from McChesky and blocked at the net, and someone went into the net as well, and that was McKenna Iverson who went into the net. As a result, 19-13 in favor of DGF. Serve is up and over. Set to the far side for Hastings, who will send it out of bounds on the attacking error, and that's another point for DGF, and it's 20-13. The Rebels have a 7-point lead. There's a set by Reap, sent over from the 10-foot line there by Fletcher, and that one went out of bounds as well. 21-13. Touched over there. Rebels able to keep it alive, and that one will hit the ceiling, and as a result, they'll go into the books as a kill for, let's see here, Peyton Backus, I believe, was the point grabber on that one. 22-13. And another timeout on the floor. That'll give us a timeout as well, and we'll be back in a moment here on the Minnesota Sports Station. North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel at Magnitude Sports Media Network Station. All right, welcome back. Serve is over, and that'll be in for an ace. More than likely, yes, it will. A touch violation. Ace, whichever you want to refer to it as. Either way, it's 23-13. Favor of DGF. There's Jenna Bielen on the serve for the Rebels. Blocked at the net there by Iverson on the swing by Peyton Backus. Now it comes over to the Nuggets, and they'll set it up for Iverson. Middle of the net, she'll get the kill. Nice job there. I think It's actually Hawley Raider 14, not 16. Check that, looked at the wrong rosters. Ellie Hastings. That tackle going to the net, and another point here, and the Nuggets still down by a significant amount, but chipping away at it. Taylor Reap with the serve. It's up and over. Here's the setup from the 10-foot line near side. It's Backus who sends it over. Now Hastings tried to send it over and got blocked at the net there, I believe, by Macheski. And that'll be set point here for Dilworth-Glydon-Felton Rebels. Don't expect me to say that full thing too many times, because it's not an easy one to say just right off the tip of your tongue. That one will fall underneath, and another point here for the Nuggets. It's 24-16. Remains set point, but the serve will go into the hands of Ellie Hastings, the sophomore. And that one will go into the stands and go into the books as an ace for Hastings. 24-17. That one just barely made it back over. Here's the set, and send it into the net on the swing was Alice. And that will do set one. 25-17, Rebels take the first set, and we'll be back in a moment with set number 2 here in a moment on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel at Magnitude Sports Media Network station.
Download Game Time today.
Diamond.
All right, welcome back here as we get ready for set 2 of the junior varsity game. DGF taking the set 25-17. Broadcast coverage brought to you today by Jimmy's Pizza, Gas Construction, Jetvik Construction, Eilertson family, the Rustad family, as well as Buffalo River Pumpkin Patch, Steers Builder, Alice family, Hastings family, and the Chayton family. We certainly appreciate your support of Hawley Nugget Volleyball here on the Minnesota Sports Station. If you'd like to support your team here on the Minnesota Sports Station, you can do so. Go to our website. We're actually redoing our sponsor page right now, but you can donate if you would like. And we suggest an average donation of about $35. And then if you want to put in the notes section on that donation, what team, what sport that you're a fan of, and what sport of that school you want it to go to, then we'll make sure that donation goes towards a broadcast for that school and that sport. And in the near future here, when we get the sponsor page reworked, that'll be available to look at on our website too. So if you're a business that would like to sponsor, we certainly have some opportunities for you, and we'd love to have you come aboard. Brand new here in Minnesota. We've done hundreds of games in North Dakota, but just now sneaking over onto the other side of the Red River here. And we like it so far. So far, so good. Underway here in set 2. Casey Olsen will make first contact. They'll set it up far side, and it was tipped, they're saying. I don't know about that one, to be honest with you, but looked like everybody's hands were at their sides to me, but 1-0 in favor of DGF.
Go Nuggets, quick now.
Sending it over there was Reap. They'll set it up far side. And that one will not be able to be dug out, and that'll go into the books as a kill on the far side there for the Rebels. Knee sliding dig, back over and 2 to the Rebels. Now they'll set it up for the attack. Near side, comes over, tip, down, kill. And the kill goes to Reagan Dawson. Rebels out to a quick 3-0 lead here as Casey Olsen will continue on the serve. Serve is up and over. First contact is made as Halverson on the second touch, and it'll be bumped over from the 10-foot line. And it'll go into the books as a kill for Jada Jetvig. That puts the Nuggets on the board here in set 2. It's 3-1. Once again, between games, we will actually not go off air, just so there's no difficulty getting back on for the varsity game. We're going to bring you some bonus coverage between games as we get set for the varsity game. That one landed in bounds. That was a nice strike there on the far side. I believe it was Taylor Ockery. 4-1. So you don't have to worry about refreshing the website or refreshing the page or hitting stop and start. It's just going to keep going, and we'll have some bonus coverage for you here between the JV and the varsity game live. That one will drop for a point for DGF. That's 5-1 in favor of the Rebels here in set 2. That'll fall for an ace. That's 6-1. Yeah, timeout on the floor. That'll give us a moment to think things over and get a beverage break as well. We'll be right back after this here on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
All right, welcome back. Set 2 here. Nuggets trail 6-1. And that one will fall to make it 7-1. Broadcast coverage brought to you today by Buffalo River Pumpkin Patch, Steer Builders, Gas Construction, Jetvig Construction, Jimmy's Pizza, and also by the Ollis family, Hastings family, Chayton family, Rusted family, and Eilertson family. Thank you so much for your support of Nugget Volleyball here on the Minnesota Sports Station. Rebels on the attack, put it over, and it landed just in front of the line. Any further back and it would have been out, but that was a good kill there for DGF, and it's 8-1. Serve going to the hands of Jenna Bielen. I was also told that it was Beeland, and then I was told to not say who told me that so they wouldn't get in trouble. So if you want to text us, At 7:01, 373-1843. And tell us which one of those two it is. Then we'll make sure to get it correct. 9-1 here. The Rebels are cruising set number 2. Bjelland with the serve once again. Hastings will set it up, and it dropped in bounds. They're saying it was tipped. It didn't matter. It dropped right in front of the line anyway, so 9-2. And the freshman, Anna Steer, will have the serve here for the Hawley Nuggets. Serve is over. And that's a kill on the swing from the middle of the net there by, that is, let me look, Maddie Pompey. 10-2. We had 3 sets yesterday in the JV game. So if you want to break that record, you have to tell your friends to start watching here. Unless Hawley rallies, this one will be over here sooner than we probably expected. Double touch there on the Rebels. Makes it 10-3. Jada Jetvig will have the serve. Oh wait, check that. It's Taylor Reap, excuse me. And now going to the books as an ace for Taylor Reap. 10-4 now. Nuggets down 6. I know that 10 looks like a big number, but when you do the math, they're only down 6, and that's a deficit that most volleyball teams have the ability to overcome at any moment. We all know that volleyball is a game of spurts, and things can get crazy quick. Like if she could have got underneath that a little bit more, that would have been a crazy play there by Jada Jetvig. But instead, it's 11-4, a 7-point advantage, and the serve will go into the hands of Haley Rader, a junior defensive specialist for the Rebels. Service up and over. His first touch by Anna Steer. Now they'll set it over near side here as Alice puts it over, and then it was put back over by the Rebels for a point for DGF, and it's 12-4. An ace, 14-4, and all of a sudden that 10-point or that 6-point lead has changed into a 10-point lead, and we have a timeout on the floor as a result. Hawley will talk it over, and we'll be back after this here on the ND Sports Channel. North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station. All right, coming out of the Hawley timeout, they were down 6. Now they're down 10, 14-4 here in set number 2. Serve will come out of the hands there of Rader. That one's up and over. It'll be sent back over there by Jetvig, but it went into the net, didn't quite make it over the top, and that will fall short. 15-4. Joust for it at the net. And that one will fall on the wrong side if you're a Nugget fan, the right side if you're a Rebel fan. 16-4. And continuing on the serve there is Raider. Now the Nuggets will shove it back over and down. That was McKenna Iverson with the kill. Hastings with the serve, just barely over. It'll be pushed back over and two there by Gemmarino. Here's a set by Reed. Pushed over, and it'll fall for a point. Marissa Hollis with the point, and it's 16-7. That 10-point lead is back to single digits here. That one will hit the tape, and no goal.
Get it right back, Nuggets, let's go.
That'll be point for Hawley. She reached over the net. That's a no-no. Oh, wait. I guess they will give the point to the Rebels. I thought, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it will be a point for Hawley. So 17-8. I think anyway, unless I wasn't paying attention. Scoreboard says 17-15 right now. There we go. Now it says 17-8. Occasionally I do miss a point, but I don't miss 9 points in a row. I'll put it that way. So 17-9, and Halverson will have the serve. From the middle of the service line, it's up and over. And that'll be bumped back over there by Jaden O'Keefe, and back over to the Nuggets. Two, back over and down. Nice push over the net there by Anna Steer. And 17-10. That one will not make it over, and that's another ace, and it's 17-11. Halverson will continue on the serve. Set to the near pin, put it over, and dug out by Reap, and that'll be a lift. Oh, a double touch, okay. 18-11. Back over the Nuggets. That one will fall down for a point for the Rebels. 19-11. Serve going to the hands of Taylor Macheski. And now Macheski will be allowed to serve. That one comes over, and it'll go into the books as an ace as it tips off the head bump of Jada Jedvig. 20-11. So Macheski will have the serve.
I need some room for him too. So there's some here.
Okay.
And the phone.
Sorry, I missed that point there.
Hawley.
Yep, we can do that. Yep.
Set for the middle of the net. Blocked at the net there by, that was Megan Tooney. 22-11, and the Rebels closing in on a victory here. And that one will fall down. I couldn't quite see who it was. Far side there, that was Anna Steer. 22-12, back to a 10-point deficit. Serve will go into the hands of the sophomore Ashley Fletcher. Blocked at the net. Rebels will keep it alive, send it over. There's the set. Near side, Jetvig tried to put it over. Now it'll come down on the wrong side there. They couldn't get the bump over. And it'll be 22-13. And there's an ace, 22-14. Fletcher's the one on the serve. Tried to go on the attack, but didn't quite have the angle on it that she needed. 22-15. Jetvig will make first contact. Now Hastings will push it over. Now Jetvig will send it over, and it'll be dug out there on the far corner, and then set over to the far pin. Volley will continue here. And did that land on the line? They're saying it was tipped, and it did, and that will be 23-15. And that'll be an ace for Casey Olsen. And it's match point here for the Rebels. And that one will fall for an ace, and that will be the match. 25-17 and 25-15, your final score, as the Rebels take it 2-0. We will not go off the air. We'll get things set for the varsity game, and we'll give you bonus coverage from Saturday, September 28th, when the Hawley Nuggets took on the Barnesville Trojans in Barnesville. And we'll pick it up in set 3, and we'll be back as soon as we're ready for the varsity game here in a few minutes on the Minnesota Sports Station. Stay right here. By 2. Barnesville will be on the left-hand side. The Nuggets will be on the right-hand side. The Nuggets will have the serve to start set 3. And we're underway in set 3. That one's over. Condon, now Macy sets up for Pesa for attack from behind the 10-foot line, going into the net. They popped it up. They kept it alive and joust at the net, and the kill is down, and point number 1 goes to Paige Thompson for the Nuggets.
Watch 10 in the net. Watch the net. Go, pass.
And that'll be an ace. 2-0 Nuggets. Serve is over. Pesa makes first contact. The back set by Macy to Bowgreen, and a diving dig there by Koenig, and Barnesville will still get the point, but what an impressive dig there, an effort for Koenig. That's 2-1. Bowgreen with the serve, it's up and over. First contact is made there by Fleming. Touched over and down. I think that was Thompson again, and it was. 3-1. Serve will go into the hands of Maria Venner, junior for Hawley. Jump serve is up and over. Condon makes first contact. Now a bump set there by Macy over to Pesa, who bumps it over. Free ball here for the Nuggets. Now the set to the attack to the back pin, and that's down for the kill. The Nuggets roaring out to a 4-1 lead here in set 3. Macy with the set. Condon from about 15 feet behind the net sends it over. And that attack falls a little bit short for Thompson, and I'll give a point back to Frazee. Sorry, I had Frazee written down on my paper from the last game, and I said it by mistake. Barnesville. 4-2. Pesa will bump it towards the middle, and Macy will send it over. Now the Nuggets have a chance to go on the attack, and they do, and it's 5-2 Hawley. Koenig on the serve. Here's Macy with the back set. Pushed over by Sorensen. She dropped it inside the line. What a nice job there by Sorensen. It's 5-3. Because I forgot to put the last point on the board there for Hawley. Serve is over there from Newell. And battle for it at the net, and Paige Thompson is on a rampage here in set number 3. Gets another kill, and it's 6-3, and the Nuggets have doubled up on the Trojans. Thompson with the serve. Condon, first contact. Newell will set it, middle of the net. I don't know if that went off her wrist or her knee, but it stayed on, and that's legal. Either body part is legal. And then I'll go into the net, and it'll be 6-4 as Trojans will pick up another point. That'll put the serve into the hands of the junior outside hitter, Samantha Pesa. And Pesa's serve is up and over. First contact made there by Koenig. Back over to the Trojans really quickly after 1 or 2 touches. Now that is Bowgreen who sent it back over. And now the Nuggets have a chance to go on the attack, but the Trojans will keep it alive. Ooh, and instead of hitting the ball there, Shirley nearly hit Condon in the face, unfortunately. Not intentional, of course, but... (7-4), Hawley leads. Serve goes into the hands of Alex Eilertson. There's a set by Newell. Bowgreen far side. She got it down. 7-5, and the Trojans are within 2 here in the first to 15, set 3. Senior libero Condon will have the serve. Serve is up and over. There's the back set, far pin, tack into the net, point Trojans. And it's a 1-point match again. Condon with the serve, up and over. And Joust at the net, nice job there by Barnesville. That was Chamberlain who kept it out there. It was a nuisance, and now putting it down, the final kill of that volley goes to Lexi Bowgreen. That will knot us up at 7. Condon with the serve again, and Condon with an ace. 8-7 Barnesville. And timeout, Hawley. 60-second timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. I'll be back in a moment here on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on player profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
All right, welcome back. 8-7. Barnesville has the lead. I'm going to say this right now while we have a chance. If you're watching this at home on YouTube, you might want to text your friends here to tell you not to tell you the score, because you're on a delayed broadcast by about maybe 90 seconds. So point differential there could be huge in 90 seconds. And it's 9-7 Trojans now on the kill there on the far side. I believe it was Chamberlain, but I'm not 100% sure. Condon continues on the serve and has been on the serve here for a while now for the Trojans. Pushed over. And pushed back in two. Nice play there by April Schritty, the junior outside hitter, and it's 10-7. There's the back set. Had the back pedal on that one. Should be a free ball here, and another attack opportunity for the for Barnesville. Hawley sends it back and pushed it over in two. Dug out there by Eilertson. Now Condon, Newell from behind the 10-foot line. They'll send the attack over there. I believe that was Payson. It was. Now Payson will touch up on it again. Newell with the set far side for Bullgreen, and that one will stay alive. Back over to the Trojans. Bullgreen will bump set it. Middle of the net, or middle of the court as Condon sends it over. And now the Nuggets will try and return it. Tipped at the net. Back over to the Nuggets. And now the attack from the near pin. And that'll fall for a point near side here. I want to say it was Rustad who got the point, but I'm not 100% sure. I couldn't quite see. Either way, it's 10-8. Rustad will for sure have the serve. Out of bounds. 11-8. As the Barnesville teammates jump up like they won the game there. They're a couple points shy of that yet. But they're definitely in a good position right now, but don't count Hawley out just yet. They're only down 3. Here's the set and the attack, and that's going to be deflected, and now they're down 2. 11-9. Emily Chaden with the serve. That one's just barely over. Slamming the door shut is Paige Thompson. Bounced it off the knee of the Barnesville. I believe it might have been Chumperlin who was in front of the net there, and it was like she put a radar on it and sent the ball right there. 11-10, out of bounds. 11-11, we're tied. And the Barnesville coach wants a timeout. It's a good one here. We might have the conclusion after this. Be back in a moment. Stay right here. North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews. Who's moving on to play college softball, and that? Well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel at Magnitude Sports Media Network station. All right, welcome back. tied at 11 in set 3. First one to 15 or to win by 2. The Hawley Nuggets and the Barnesville Trojans both have not lost in this tournament yet. In this invite, I should say, and in the tournament portion of the invite, so that's kind of accurate. Pass, tried to get it over from the 10-foot line and knocking it down is Paige Thompson, the senior middle hitter, on the block. And the Nuggets take the 12-11 lead as a result. Macy on the set, Green sends it over. Kept alive there by the Nuggets. Now the Nuggets will go on the attack, and I think it was tipped. And it was. 13-11, and another timeout by Barnesville. They do have reason to be concerned here. We'll keep it right here. Once again, Barnesville got here with a 2-0 win over Battle Lake, and a 2-0 win over Frazee, and a 2-0 win over Winnimac. Hawley got here with a 2-0 win over Breckenridge, a 2-0 win over Crookston, and a 2-0 win over Fertile Beltrami. Frazee would knock off Breckenridge 2-0. Breckenridge in that match, in the second place match, or the third place match, however you want to look at it, looked to appear to be cruising in both sets 1 and 2, but they let a large lead slip away, and Frazee came back and made them pay the price. And now you got Hawley and Barnesville here, and who knows what's going to happen in this one. Going to be bumped over by Green. You know what? If Hawley wouldn't have touched that, it might have been out of bounds on that Green bump over. Net violation on Hawley, and that will put the Trojans within 1, 13-12. Both teams have had leads here in set 3. I think both teams have had at least 2 leads. This might be the 3rd lead for Hawley. Back set, kept alive, tipped over. And now they'll push it over. Condon will bump it for Macy. Will set it far side for Pesa. Got it! Pesa with the kill, and it's tied at 13. Green with the serve. Set up for Paige Thompson, but Pesa keeps it alive, pushing it back over there is Chamberlain. And now Paige Thompson back over, and a little miscommunication there as Sorensen and Condon were both going after the ball, and as a result, that's going to drop for a point for Hawley, and that gives them match point at 14-13. On the serve is Maria Vetter, the junior. Pesa. Macy, back to Pesa. Blocked at the net, kept alive. Macy shoves it over on the second touch. Here comes Hawley on the attack. Down in bounds, and Hawley wins 15-13 and take the match 2-1. What a match. That was probably the best match of the entire invite, to be 100% honest with you. And I would love to call this match 10 times out of 10. As long as you promise me results like this one here. That was an awesome match. Thanks so much for joining us here today. It's been a long day. It's been a long weekend for me anyway. I don't know about the rest of you. But let's see, we did 8 games today and 1 football. So we get 9 games called here in about 16 hours. So I'm drained. I'm ready to go get some food. So thank you so much for watching, for all the Barnesville fans, for all the Battle Lake fans, for the Winnimac fans, for the Frazee fans, for the Breckenridge fans, the Hawley fans, the Crookston fans, the Fertile Beltrami fans, for all the fans that came up and said hi to me. here at Barnesville High School. I certainly appreciate that. And we will be back. There's no doubt about it. We love it here in Barnesville. Also want to give a shout out to Todd Hendrickson, the activities director, for allowing us to come out here not only today for this entire tournament, but also about a week or so ago for that Barnesville-Breckenridge game. And well, like I said, you can find us on our website at msportsnet.com. Is what I'm trying to say. And like I said in the beginning of the first game, due to the time between games, we didn't have a pregame, we didn't have a postgame show, so we're not really going to select the player of the game or look at any team profiles. But I do want to show you this here. We'll go to our postgame part.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes.
Okay, let's try this again here. So as you can see, all of the games that we had live, they're already available for a 24/7 replay with the exception of this one that just finished up. As soon as we finish up our broadcast, it'll probably take about 30 minutes or less for that one to appear. And once that 4 p.m. turns into a watch, you can simply click on that and watch it on demand 24/7. Along with any other volleyball game or soccer or football or baseball, softball, swimming, basketball, you name it. We've done 8 different sports, and they're all on there. If we broadcasted the game, then the final score and the link to watch for a majority of them are there. You just got to go to msportsnet.com under the games button, click on streams on demand, and then also, if you go to our games button and click the stream schedule portion of that, then you will come to this screen right here. And you'll see that our next game will be down in Breckenridge as the Cowgirls will host Wadena Deer Creek, and then we'll head over to Fargo South where the Bruins will host the Moorhead Spuds in a girls swim and dive meet, and then back to football in Southwest North Dakota for Bowman County and Shiloh Christian, then back to Fargo on the other side of the state. From a late night game to an early morning game. The only difference this time around is I get to sleep in about an extra couple of hours as Fargo South and Fargo Davies will square off in a girls volleyball match, and then back to Henning, Minnesota, where the Hornets will take on the Clinton Graceville Beardsley Wolverines in some Minnesota volleyball action. And then Frazee and Breckenridge, the team that we saw about an hour and a half ago, we'll see them again on October 10th. And then a whole bunch of other volleyball and football on the horizon. Plus the winter sports schedule is sort of up there. Everything's pending to change. We'll put it that way. As the Hawley Nuggets get their T-shirts for winning the championship of the Barnesville Invite. And that will pretty much wrap it up. You can find us online on Twitter at NM Sports Station. Is our Twitter handle. You can follow us there. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/ND Sports Channel. And I know it's ND Sports Channel, but we are going to change that as soon as YouTube will allow us to change it. And then you can like and follow us on Facebook too at facebook.com/msportsmnet. That will wrap it up. Once again, your final scores from the Barnesville Invite, Pool A, Pool B, and the tournament portion. Starting with Pool A, Barnesville 2-0 win over Battle Lake in round 1. And round 1 of Pool B was Hawley 2-0, 2-0 over Breckenridge. In round 2 in Pool A, it was a 2-1, 2-1 win for Frazee over Winnie-Mac. And then in round 2 of Pool B, it was a 2-0 win for Fertile-Beltrami over Crookston. In round 3, Pool A, a 2-0 win for Barnesville over Frazee. And in round 3, Pool B, a 2-0 win for Hawley over Crookston. In round 4, Pool A, Winnie-Mac, a 2-0 win over Battle Lake. And Breckenridge in round 4, Pool B, the 2-0 win over Fertile-Beltrami. In round 5 is Barnesville over Winnie-Mac, 2-0. And in round 5 of Pool B, it was Hawley over Fertile-Beltrami, 2-0. And then in round 6 in Pool A, it was Frazee 2-0 over Battle Lake. And in round 6 Pool B, it was Breckenridge 2-0 over Crookston. That would put Breckenridge against Frazee in the second place pool finish. And then Hawley and Barnesville in the championship one. And then the third place one I forgot to write down the teams, but let me see if I can figure it out here really quick. I would guess it was Fertile-Beltrami and probably, yeah, I'm going to say it was Winnie Mac and Fertile-Beltrami in that third place one. I don't have a final. That's the only game I don't have a final on. It may even still be in progress. No, I don't think it will be. No, I think that was played at the same time as the Breckenridge-Frazee game, so that one should not be in progress, and that's the only one I don't have a final on. So with that said, once again, all the final scores, on-demand replays of all the games we had live for you today will be available on our website. All of them are available with the exception of this one, and that'll be
good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Fargo Davies leads 1-0 off a goal by Ali Matter. That's 24:44 to go in the first half of play. And that's all the scoring so far. And immediately, appreciate all your assistance. That one's going to be popped up, and can Ola get there? She does! She makes a jumping grab just as the ball was about to go over the fence. Irma Moore, a perfect 4 for 4. And a slam dunk from Harney. Braden Keene is the guy in the backfield here. Mitchell's under center. And man in motion coming to the near side. And he'll look to the corner, and he's got Traber down the end zone for the touchdown. And it's 7-6. Skyhawks are on the board. 41-37, 4:25 to go here. As the Kindred Vikings will work it down low. Another slam dunk and one. How about that? A slam dunk by Gavin Keller, and he got fouled on the two-handed throwdown. 5:07 and counting in the shotgun, looking to pass near side, going for Jamal Spy, and he got it! A 24-yard touchdown connection from Clemens to Spy. Brings up Kenzie McKinnon and puts your outfielders in left and left center because that one's going to left field and that's gone. That is a two-run shot for Kenzie McKinnon. And it's 3-0 Central Cass as the Squirrels will come out to home plate and wait for McKinnon to come across home. That one was gone the moment it hit the bat. Shot from the point, Bree Adams lowering hard, and it's in! Off the stick of Sydney Kamstrup, and the Cougars are on the board. Dahl will drop back to pass again. This one's over the middle and intercepted by Gunnar Broughton. At the 40, at the 30, at the 25-20, and he has a man to beat. Cuts inside, 10-5, touchdown, Gunnar Broughton on the pick six, and the Vikings now lead 35-0. All right, welcome. We are live here at Dilworth-Glydon-Felton High School in Glendon, Minnesota for this section and conference matchup between the visiting Hawley Nuggets and the home team, the DGF Rebels, otherwise known as Dilworth-Glydon-Felton, and we'll say DGF for a majority of the broadcast here, as those three towns, I can say them, but to say them off the tip of my tongue really quickly is a little bit more difficult than it normally is. So We want to go ahead and thank our sponsors, including our list of sponsors here, including the Allis family, the Eilertson family, Easton's family, Steer Buildings, Buffalo River Pumpkin Patch, Gas Construction, Jetvig Construction, Rusted family, and the Chaden family, and then also Jimmy's Pizza, who, from what I understand, is hosting a watch party back in Hawley. Tried to go there earlier, but I guess we showed up a little bit too early because they were closed, so we didn't get any pizza today. But we're going to come out there and say hi at some point. And thank you once again for sponsoring tonight's broadcast, and for and more specifically for Jimmy's Pizza for hosting the watch party. And for those who watched the JV game last night, we had 207 viewers, which was a record for JV games of any sport, of any game we've done across the entire network. Over which we've only done JV games on ND Sports Channel up until yesterday. So thank you for tuning in. We certainly appreciate all of your support here. It's a nice atmosphere here in Dilworth, North Dakota. This is, it says Games 54. It should say Games 540. And this is Town 37. First time we've been here in Glydon to do a broadcast. And the DGF Rebels are team number 90 that we've covered now. This is their debut on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Over 103,000 viewers, 78+ thousand to the website. YouTube subscribers was up to 852 last time I checked. Facebook fell. 3 people decided to not like us after yesterday. 554 today, and 77 followers on Twitter on the Minnesota Sports Station Twitter at MN Sports Station. And number of games that we forced you to watch, or pay to watch, I should say, is 0. So we certainly am pumped up about those numbers there. And let's see here. This is not what's supposed to be here. Let's see what's wrong here. Okay, well, I'm not sure why that screen popped up, but let's take a break. And we'll try and figure that out. And then when we come back here, we'll take a look at the upcoming game schedule. We'll get a little bit closer to starting lineups, and we'll share a little bit more about these two teams side by side when we return after this short timeout here on the Minnesota Sports Station on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station.
Download Game Time today.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, welcome back. Live here at Dilworth-Glydon-Felton High School in Glendon, Minnesota. Mike Mason with you here on the Minnesota Sports Station. The band over there doing an outstanding job, and I believe the theme tonight for the Rebels is construction crew or something to that effect. As you can see, a lot of hard hats and safety vest by some of the male students here at Dilworth-Glydon-Felton High School. So it's a great atmosphere here. A lot of people, Hawley fans, have traveled well here to Dilworth, and well, we're looking forward to it here. So let's see here. I'm going to go back to this here really quick, if we could. And on our website at msportsnet.com, over on the right-hand side of the toolbar there, you'll see donation. You can scan that little icon there, the QR code, I believe is what it's called, with the camera on your phone. You can donate, or you can just click on the donate button there, and you can choose to make it a one-time or a monthly or whatever you want, or you can send us a check. And you don't have to, but if you'd like to, that'd be awesome. We could certainly use the assistance. And then if you do go through the PayPal donate link there, and I think when you scan the code, I think it gives you the option too to put like in a little note saying, hey, love the broadcast. Here's a donation for you, and go Hawley Nuggets, or go, whatever your team is. Just put that in the notes, and we'll make sure that that donation goes towards a broadcast for that team in the sport of your choice, if you give us that information, that is. So, like I said, you don't have to, but if you would, that would be absolutely awesome. As we try not to get a whole lot of sponsors, but we do need sponsors to help us get these broadcasts, and the donations certainly help us stay away from the sponsors, for lack of better wording. So, not that we want to stay away, but anything like that. But yeah, once again, msportsnet.com. On top of the toolbar, right-hand side is where donate. You click on that, you'll go to that screen there, and those are your options. And that is safe and secure that you can donate there. So, once again, let's go ahead and thank our sponsors one more time, including Buffalo River Pumpkin Patch, Steer Builders, Hollis Family, Hastings Family, Shaden Family, Rusted Family, Eilertson Family, Jetvig Construction, Gas Construction, and Jimmy's Pizza, who's hosting a watch party. Or at least that's what I was told. I'm not at Jimmy's Pizza, although I wish I was. And we thank you for hosting that party there, so everybody in Hawley can watch their team when they're on the road today. Let's take a look at the visitors, and let's turn that mic down just a little bit, maybe, because I can't hear myself. You might be able to hear me, but I can't hear me, and that's a bad thing. So let's start with the Hawley Nuggets here. They fell last night to the Ada Bora West Cougars 3-0. Bringing them into this matchup, 18-6 overall, 3-3 when playing on the road, 6-1 against section opponents, 5-2 against conference opponents, and this is both a section and a conference matchup here for the Hawley Nuggets. They have won 50 sets, they have lost 23, and it's the regular season finale here for the Hawley Nuggets. And now let's take our first look this season at the Dilworth-Glydon-Felton Rebels here, as they would come into this matchup with an overall record of 11-12. They were 18-12 2 years ago, 13-17 last year, 11-12 this year. 3-2 at home, 4-5 on the road, 4-4 against section opponents, 2-5 against conference opponents. They would start the year off with a 3-0 win over Detroit Lakes, a 3-1 win over Wadena Deer Creek, a 3-1 loss to the Breckenridge Cowgirls, and matter of fact, that loss to the Cowgirls was the first time the Cowgirls had defeated the Rebels in a lot of years. I don't remember the exact number, but I do remember head coach Margaret Wilson telling me that it's the first time they defeated DGF in quite some time. They would come off that loss to Breckenridge with a 3-2 win over Bemidji and a 3-0 win over Pelican Rapids. And then last time these two teams met was back on September 17th, and it took 5 sets, and the Hawley Nuggets would pick up the victory in set 5 there to deliver the Rebels the three sets to 2 loss. They would have another battle with the Frazee Hornets a couple nights later and fall short in that one, and then they would get swept by the Moorhead Spuds and 3-2 loss to Perham. And then they would come back with a win on the 30th of September over Thief River Falls. Start off October with a loss to Barnesville as the Trojans would sweep the Rebels. They would go into the Perham tournament and lose, win in pool play, and then win and lose in the silver bracket. And then they would pick up a 3-0 win over Perham on October 8th coming out of that Perham tournament. And then they would go to the Eastview tournament. They would lose, and win in the bronze pool play, or in the pool play, and then in the bronze bracket they would win and lose. They'd come out of that with a 3-0 win over East Grand Forks, which was last night. They would sweep the Green Wave, bringing them into tonight's game against Hawley, their second to last regular season contest, as they will head over to Moorhead in a couple days from now to take part of that Moorhead tournament invite. Matches and times have probably been set, but if they have, I haven't gotten my hands on them yet, so I don't know, and we'll just leave it as to be announced. So, and then postseason, of course, coming up. So that's a look at the DGF Rebels, 90th team that we've covered here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. They come into this matchup here against the Hawley Nuggets with a overall record of 11-12, and they're 3-2 when playing at home. Taking a look at the upcoming calendar here, and that's the wrong one, so we'll just skip that. You can go to our website at msportsnet.com. Under the games button, click on stream schedule, and you can find out what's coming up next. We'll take one more time out. We're about 90 seconds away from the opening announcements. The national anthem is coming up as well. And we'll wrap this up with some final pregame thoughts and get you closer to that first serve when we return after this short time out here on the Minnesota Sports Station on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Thanks so much for watching.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel at Magnitude Sports Media Network Station.
Download Game Time today.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports.
All right, we'll come back here as they're going to have senior night tonight for the Dilworth-Glydon-Felton Rebels before the national anthem. So we'll have one more timeout when the national anthem comes up. We'll turn it over to the PA announcer now. few there between them.
Senior number 3, Kelsey Rowe. Out of Christy and Terry Rowe. Senior number 12, Olivia Bynum. Daughter of Lori and Bob Bynum. And now at this time for the juniors. Also manager Georgia Uncini.
And now it's time for the gifts.
Let's give it up one more time for 6 of the graduating class of 2020. Now, at this time, we ask you to please rise.
All right, so we'll take another timeout now as they're about to go into the national anthem. As soon as that's done, we'll come back with your starting lineups and wrap up this pregame show next here on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station.
Download Game Time today.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship.
All right, we'll start with the visiting Hawley Nuggets. Non-starters.
Sophomore number 3, Mackenzie Alderson. A senior number 4, Mackenzie Koenig. A freshman number 5, Anna Steer. A sophomore number 6, Alex Iverson. Another sophomore number 7, Grace Fleming. A sophomore number 8, Kate Rusted. Junior number 9, Maria Better. Out tonight due to injury, a senior number 10, Paige Thompson. A sophomore number 11, Ashley Fletcher. A junior number 12, Ruby Pocket. A senior number 13, Emily Jaden. A sophomore number 14, Ellie Hastings. And a freshman number 15, Marissa Ellis. The coach for the Nuggets is Jennifer Christopherson. And
Now for your Dilworth-Glydon-Felton Rebels.
is sophomore number 2, Tracy Geisinger. Sophomore senior number 3, Kelsey Rose. Wilson. A sophomore number 5, Maria White. Head coach for the Rebels is Nessa Schiffer. Your student managers, Ben Melker, Georgia Moutini, and Olivia Ulis. And let's not forget your athletic director, Mr. Captain America himself, Joe O'Keefe.
All right, now officially wrap up our pregame show here on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Officials are ready. Coaches are ready. Players are ready. Lucas Perez is ready. Fans, are you ready?
All right, so if you didn't figure it out, everybody is ready here, including us here. We got the camera set up. We're ready to rock and roll. Senior night here at Dilworth-Glydon-Felton High School, and what a great senior night it was. Juniors making comments about their senior friends. Then the group of seniors giving a gift to their coach, and it was awesome. Always enjoy doing senior nights, regardless of which team it is senior night for. All right, and it's Maria Vetter who will start things off here in set number 1. And the first point goes to Hawley. All right, so it's going to be Kaylee Tooney with the serve. Eilertson will set it up middle of the net, and it's tipped over and down for the kill by Emily Chaden. Nice crowd on hand here for this one. Serve is over. Rebels will control it. Go on the attack near side. Tipped over. Nice dig out there. Bump set over to the far side. Blocked at the net. Point Rebels. On the block there was Haley Wagner and Megan Tooney tag teaming on that block. And it's 2-2. I think that's Megan Tooney on the serve here, a sophomore middle hitter. And that one will go out of bounds on a service error. The Nuggets will retake the lead at 3-2, looking to pick up a win after getting swept last night by the Ada West Cougars. Looking to rebound from that here on the final regular season match of the year. And that'll land just inside the back line for an ace. That is the first ace of the game, and it comes courtesy of Grace Fleming. Check that. That was a roster off, Faith Rustad. Standing serve is up and over. Nearly dropped it in the same spot as last time, although the Rebels were there to dig it out. Now Rustad will tip it up towards the 10-foot line where it's sent over there by Alex Eilertson. Eilertson with the bump, sent over from the 10-foot line and down, and it is another point for Hawley. Rustad will continue on the serve here as their team leads 5-2. and trying to shut the door, slam the door shut is what I meant to say. That one nearly went up in the ceiling, but it comes back to the Nuggets. Now they'll try a little bit softer touch on the attack. Near side, out of bounds, I believe. Yep, it was indeed out of bounds. Attack error number 2, and a timeout already for Dilworth-Glydon-Felton. Maybe we will get to say it off the tip of our tongues. 3 minutes into the match, and Hawley forces the Rebels to take a timeout. We'll be back as well here after this short timeout here on the Minnesota Sports Station. North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station. All right, welcome back. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Jimmy's Pizza, Gas Construction, Jetvig Construction, Buffalo River Pumpkin Ranch, Steer Builders, the Hollis family, Hastings family, Chaden family, Rusted family, and the Ilertson family. Thank you so much for your support of Hawley Nuggets volleyball here on the Minnesota Sports Station. It's 6-2. The Nuggets have the lead, and they will have the serve as well here. Fleming, Chaden with kills, and Rusted with an ace. A couple of attack errors and a service error make up the 6 points for the Nuggets. One attack error and one block make up the points for the Rebels. They'll go on the attack from the far pin. It's dug out there. Eilertson will bump it back to the 10-foot line where it's sent back over to the Rebels. That is going to be Haley Wagner, the librero there for Dilworth-Glydon-Felton. Eilertson will bump it back and then be bumped over. Free ball here. Chance for the Rebels to go on to attack. From the far pin, blocked at the net, and the Rebels keep it alive. Nice job there by the Nuggets. And now they'll go on the attack. Far side, putting it down and for the kill, Emily Chaden. 7-2, and the Nuggets cruising off to a quick start here. See if the Rebels can rebound or not. Kind of slow the momentum because right now it's all Hawley. Rusted's serve is up and over. And we have a whistle and a point, double touch. Touch violation number 1 of the match. Oops, I put that on the wrong team. That one, there we go, now I got it fixed. 8-2, a 6-point advantage here for the Nuggets. Rusted serve into the net. And it's 8-3. Ellie Seidler, Jr. will have the serve. Standing serve from the middle of the service line is up and over. Second touch, Eilertson sets it up near side. Tipped at the net. Net violation, I believe. Oh, no, they're saying 4 touches. Okay, now we can put that touch violation in the Hawley column there. And it's 8-4. The lead's been sliced in half, but still a little bit of work to do here for the Rebels. That is Koenig. Set far side, and it's going to fall down for the kill. That is Rudy Hockett, the junior middle hitter with the kill. Serve this time going to the hands of the senior Emily Chaden. It's 9-4 in favor of the Nuggets, and apparently we put the point on the wrong side there. We'll see if the Rebels score, and then we won't have to change the scoreboard. It's 9-4, just for the record. Blocked at the net, and it's 10-4 on the block by Maria Vetter. Serve is up and over. Wagner made first contact on it. Out of bounds on the attack. Oh, really? They're saying it's tipped. Okay, we'll go with it. 10-5, I believe. The scoreboard says 10-4. Or are they going to redo the point? No, now it says 10-5. Okay, we'll add 1 for the Rebels. It's 10-5 officially here in the gym, so that'll make it official on our scoreboard too. That was Giesinger with the serve. I had to look at my pronunciation chart there before I could before I said it wrong. Put it that way. Fargo Shanley and Fargo Davies is playing two. We'll take a live look in at that matchup when the opportunity presents itself. Oh, be bumped up, hit the basketball hoop, but Eilertson was there. And now it's back over to the Rebels. Sent over, diving dig there. That was Fleming on the diving dig, and sent over by Koenig. Here's the set for the attack, middle of the net. Falls down right onto the feet of the line judge on the far side. And the Rebels have pulled back within 3. It's 10-7. A little over 9 minutes into the match, and the serve is up and over. Eilertson will bump it back towards the middle of the net. Koenig from the 10-foot line puts it over. Now the Rebels have a chance to go on the attack. A little off balance there, blocked at the net. Falls out of bounds though. On the block by Rudy Hockett, and that'll be a point for the Rebels. And now a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here for that timeout. Take a live look in at Fargo Shanley and Fargo Davies. And right now, Davies leading the way there, 22-13 in set 1. We'll keep it there for the duration of the timeout here. We'll turn down the background noise because our YouTube doesn't like Brian Adams, even though I do, and I'm sure a few of you do as well. 1 attack error, 1 service error, 1 touch violation for the Hawley Nuggets up to this point in the first set. For the Dilworth-Glydon-Felton Rebels, it's 2 attack errors, 1 service error, 1 touch violation. Individual scoring for the Rebels. A block for Haley Wagner, a block from Megan Tooney. And then individual scoring for the Hawley Nuggets so far. Grace Fleming with a kill. Rudy Hockett with a kill. Emily Chaden with 2 kills. Maria Vetter with a block and an ace to Faith Rustad. All right, so once again, it's 22-15. I believe that's Shanley with the serve. And we'll come back full screen to our matchup now. It's 10-8. Rebels have chipped their way back into this one. We'll see if the Nuggets can stop the momentum here. It was all Hawley at first, and now the momentum's kind of shifting to all Rebels. Back and forth we go. Blocked at the net, and a whistle on a point, and 4 touches is the call for the Rebels. Touch violation number 2. And as a result, it's point number 11 for the Hawley Nuggets. That one will fall out of bounds for a point for the Rebels. It's 11-9 and a 2-point advantage. Mariah Iwan with the serve, a junior. Jump serve from the far side of the service line, up and over and down for an ace. Iwan will serve up the first ace for the Rebels in this match, and that makes it a 1-point game, 11-10. So Iwan will serve it over again. This time it'll be controlled. Sent over far side there for Fleming. Send it over. The Rebels will control it. Send over a free ball here for the Nuggets. Koenig will make first contact. Eilertson will set it near side. Off the tip. The kill is down. Maria Vetter, the junior, with the score. 12-10. So Mackenzie Koenig, the senior, will have the serve here. And it's a running jump serve from the far side of the service line. It's up and over. Looks like that one's going to be tipped over. It's going to be a lift. Yep, that will be touch violation number 3 on the Rebels here. And that makes it 13-10. Once again, the Nuggets kind of getting that lead that they had chipped away back now. They still need about 3 more points to get back to where they were before the Rebels started chipping away at the deficit on the scoreboard. Koenig with the serve. It's up and over. That one hits a beam on the ceiling, comes back down. From the 10-foot line, they'll send it over, and they have to hustle, and they will get it in the direction of Koenig. Free ball here for the Rebels. First touch there by Wagner. And that one out of bounds, right? Yes, it was. 14-10. Running jump serve, just barely over. And from the front of the net. With a rocket down to the floor, it is Maria Vetter with her second kill of the evening. 15-10. Koenig just barely got that last serve over the net. We'll see how this one goes. That one a little bit better there. Rebels able to control it. They'll go on the attack near side. It dropped in front of the line. Nice swing and attack and a kill there for Maria Watt, a junior. So now a serve will go into the hands of can't see the jersey number, it's Island. Koenig makes first contact. Eilertson will back set it here to the near pin. It's pushed over there by Vetter, but the Rebels will control it, and they will get an attacking error, number 5, into the net, and another point for Hawley, 16-11. So Vetter will go on the serve here for the Nuggets. She'll serve it up from the near side of the service line. A high arcing serve up and over. Controlled nicely there. Now they'll go on the attack from the near pin, out of bounds. And that is attacking error number 6. 17-11. Once again, best of 5 sets. And right now, Hawley in the lead here in set 1. They've regained that 6-point advantage they had earlier before the Rebels went on a roll. Can they make it 8 or 7? Excuse me. Not at the moment. Blocked at the net, and that one will fall down. It was a nice effort there, but a little too much. (17-12). Serve is up and over. First touch there by Fleming. Now Fleming will go on the attack from the 10-foot line where it's dug out there by Wagner. The set by Iwin and sent back over. One touch back to the Rebels. It's bumped there by Kaylee Tooney and out of bounds. Oh, that was close. That was very, very close. They're saying it was tipped, so maybe it was out of bounds and it went off the fingertips. We'll give the point to the Rebels. It's 17-13. So once again, Hawley got that 6-point lead, and now the Rebels are going to try and chip away at it once again here. We'll see if they can pull it within 1 to 2 like they did last time. And Eilertson had to get low, and that's going to have to be pushed over here. And now the Rebels are having a little bit of trouble with it. Attacking error into the net. Well, they're racking up the attack errors here. I got them down for 7 now for the Rebels. 18-13, 5-point advantage here for the Hawley Nuggets as the serve will come out of the hands of the sophomore outside hitter, Grace Fleming. Jump serve is up and over. It's controlled. The set there by Iwin to the middle of the net. Nice dig out there. Sent it back over in 2, and that is Eilertson with the kill. 19-13. Timeout on the floor. Let's go ahead and check in at Fargo Davies and Fargo Shanley once again. Looks like they just wrapped up game 1, I should say. I'm guessing Fargo Davies won that first set, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. So we'll try and keep you up to date on that. We'll turn down the background music there. Once again, great song, not liked by the people at YouTube. So timeout on the floor. Numbers look like this here. Attack errors. 1 for the Hawley Nuggets. Service errors, 1 for the Hawley Nuggets. Touch violations, 1 for the Hawley Nuggets. When you flip over to the Rebels side, it's a little bit more steeper on the numbers there. 7 attack errors, 1 service error, 3 touch violations. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Jimmy's Pizza, Gas Construction, Jetvig Construction, Eilertson Family, Rusted Family, Buffalo River Pumpkin Patch, Steer Builders, Allis Family, Hastings Family, and Chaden Family. Certainly appreciate your support of Minnesota, or I should say Hawley volleyball here on the Minnesota Sports Station. So 2-1 Shanley leads in that set there. We'll come back to our game here, full screen. We'll check in with them a little bit later. And we're back after the timeout here. And the music's down, so we'll turn that microphone back up as Eilertson will bump it over far side. And it's dug out nicely there by the Rebels. Here's the set for the attack, middle of the net. And the kill is down, and the kill goes to Mariah Watt. 19-14, and the Rebels are within 5. So Megan Tooney will have the serve. And Megan Tooney will have an ace. Two aces for the Rebels, one for the Nuggets so far. 19-15, Nuggets within 4. Once again, there's been 2 points in this set where the Hawley had a 6-point lead and the Nuggets would chip away with it. Right now, they're down to 4. Looking to cause a little bit more damage here, and they will control that send over there by Chaden. Tipped on the net. Koenig will make first contact. Set to the far side. Tipped over. Nice diving dig there by Tooney. And now Tooney on the second touch sends it over as it gets through the block. And it's 19-16. Jump serve from the far side of the service line. Comes down nicely on a downward projection over the net. But it goes right back to the Rebels, and then they send it out of bounds on attack error number 8. 20-16. Score a couple more points here, and that would really put the pressure on the Rebels. But if the Rebels score a couple more points, that put the pressure on the Nuggets. It's right on that teeter-totter balance here, and that's going to be one closer to that teeter-totter on the service area there by the Nuggets. Ellie Seidler, Jr. will serve it up here for the Rebels. Barely made it over the tape. Eilertson will back set it to the near pin, and it will come down on 4 touches. Could unofficially give Chaden the kill there, but I think it goes into the books officially as a touch violation. Chaden will have the serve, I can tell you that much for sure. That serve is up and over. Here's the set in the middle of the net there by Seidler, and that one will go down. I didn't see who smacked it down. It appears that it was Peyton Willis. 21-18. Once again, if I say the score doesn't match up on your screen, what I say is correct. 21-18. We can always fix the screen. Far side on the attack, sending it over there was Vetter. And that one hits the ceiling and comes down, and for a point for Hawley. (22-18). 9 of the 22 points off attack errors for the Rebels. Wagner makes first contact, now be pushed over there, and the kill will go in favor of Ashley Taves, a sophomore outside hitter. 22-19. Rebels are still right where they need to be. You get one more point here, and things could get interesting. And nearly got it there. Eilertson will bump it over far side. Pushed over and down. Grace Fleming with the kill. 23-19. And now that momentum shifts over to Hawley here. A couple points away from a win in set 1. Be a huge confidence booster after struggling last night. Here's an attack from the near side, and it's down for the kill. Nice swat there by Mariah Watt. And no, I did not say that on purpose. (23-20). Seems to be going back and forth in spurts of 2 points here over the past 4 or 6 points. That's Mariah Iwan with the serve. Set up far side on the attack. Blocked at the net. Did it stay in bounds? It did. On the block there was Ellie Seidler, and I believe it was Watt. Yes, it was Watt on the assist on that block. 23-21. Iwan serve up and over. First contact is made. Now bumped by Eilertson over to the far side. Joust for it at the net. It was tipped around, pushed back over to the Rebels, now back over to the Nuggets. One touch, set up far side. Rebels will control it. They'll have a chance to go on the attack here. They get it over, but it's dug out by Koenig. Back set to the near pin, sent over, and Wagner it's going to be a point for the Nuggets, but I missed the hand to signal, so I'm not sure what exactly happened there. Set point for the Nuggets. 24-21. Wagner made first contact, and that will win the set here for the Nuggets. Attacking errors have been the issue here for the Rebels in set one, but put the point on the wrong side there. Your official final of set one is 25-21. There we go, should be on there now. And put one over there for the Nuggets, and there we go. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have set number 2 right after this on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station.
Download Game Time today.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, music just got done playing, and Island will serve it over. Back set near side, blocked and tipped out of bounds by Faith Rusted. The first kill of the evening. 1-0 Nuggets in set 2. I believe that was Vetter with the serve, and it was. Here's the set. Nice job, middle of the net, and spiking it down. I don't use the term spike too often, but that was certainly the perfect word for that moment. That was great. Gracie Giesinger with the kill. Here's the set, pushed over and down and falls. Emily Chaden with her 5th kill of the night. So that'll put the serve into the hands of the sophomore outside hitter, Grace Fleming, who has 2 kills in this match so far. Serve is up and over. Here's the set by Iwin, and it's pushed over. Far side there, couldn't quite see who that was. That was Mallory Leitner. And that one will go out of bounds here, and that will tie us up at 2-2. Serve this time goes into the hands of Mariah Watt, who has 3 kills and a block. And a jump serve, a powerful jump serve that results in an ace. Put a dash mark in every category for Mariah Watt, the junior middle hitter. 3 kills, a block, and an ace. And a 3-2 lead here for the DGF Rebels. And a whistle. Rotation violation on the Hawley Nuggets. 4-2 in favor of the Rebels.
Let's go, ladies. Let's go, White.
Megan Tooney with the serve. That one's up and over. Pushed back over in 2 there by Eilertson. Or no, yeah, it was Eilertson. And then did it land in bounds? No, it did not. 5-2. And the Nuggets will take a timeout. Let's go ahead and take another live look in at Fargo Davies and Fargo Shanley. Looks like Davies leads 18-13. They did indeed win that first set. I don't have a set-by-set score for you. But they lead the match 1-0, and now it looks like they just scored point number 19. And they lead the Deacons 19-13. We're in a timeout as of the first set and as of right now, because no violations or errors up to this point in set number 2 yet. But as of the end of set 1, 1 attack error, 2 service errors, and 1 touch violation for the Hawley Nuggets, while the Dilworth-Glydon-Felton Rebels had 11 attack errors, 1 service error, and 4 touch violations in set 1. Neither team has any errors or any violations so far in set 2. We'll come back now live to our screen here, as we'll try and turn down Billy Ray Cyrus here the best we can, and now they'll turn it off and we'll turn that back up. There we go. Megan Tooney, and then we'll turn the music back on again. Megan Tooney will have the serve. Jump serve from the near side of the service line, hits the tape as it comes over, and nice alertness there by Eilertson. Blocked at the net, far side. Couldn't quite see who was over on that far side, and as they back up, it was Chaden and Eilertson. And that one will fall down for a point. 5-3, Nuggets chip back within 2. Only 1 ace so far for the Nuggets in the match, and that belongs to Faith Rustad. Attack from the far side, dug out nicely there by Fleming. Now here's the set, back to, no, did it land inside? It did. According to the near side judge, it landed inside, and that's a point for Emily Chaden. That's her 6th kill of the night. And it's 5-4. Nuggets within 1, looking to tie it up here. On the attack, nicely dug out, 1 touch back to the Rebels on the dig out there. They'll try and go on the attack again. This time it's dug out by Fleming and stays with the Nuggets. And trying to lightly put it over is Jaden, but she didn't quite get enough smack on that ball to get it over. And as a result, it's 6-4 in favor of the Rebels, and the serve will go into the hands of Ellie Seidler, the junior. Seidler with a standing serve in the middle of the service line, and they have to bump that one over. Free ball here, and going on the attack from the far pin and sending it out of bounds. 6-5, attacking error number 1 of the set, 12 of the match here for the Felton Rebels. We'll see if they can contain those attacking errors in set 2 here. This one will come over. Attack from the middle, and that was blocked, and another point Tag teaming on that block was Emily Chaden along with Mariah Vetter. And now will knot us up at 6. Serve is up and over, and it's bumped, and it falls on the wrong side of the net, I think. Over on the far side there, I believe that was Olivia Feigl. And I thought she was on, I think she thought it was on the other side of the net, and it wasn't. Lucky break there for the Hawley Nuggets. Near side, nice dig out. That one hits the ceiling, and as a result, it'll fall down. Mackenzie Koenig was in the right position until it hit the ceiling and then made a sudden change in direction. And there was nothing she could do about it. She did give it a great attempt, though, and she just couldn't quite get there. Needed another step or so, and that'll tie us at 7. Koenig with the first touch. Here's the set to the near pin on the attack, blocked at the net. Nice job there by the duo of Olivia Feigl and Peyton Wilson. Gives the Rebels a 1-point lead. Serve just barely comes over, and it's down for an ace. That is Grace Giesinger with the ace. Gracie Giesinger, excuse me. Ellie Hastings checks into the lineup here for the Hawley Nuggets. Koenig will make first contact. Here's the back set, far side, sent over there by Hockett. Wagner, and now back to the Nuggets. A bump set towards the middle of the net, and they got it back over. Nice team effort there by the Rebels to keep that one going, and the volley will continue here. Blocked at the net, and it falls down. Kill and point for the Rebels, and they now lead it 10-7. I'll smack over a free ball. I believe that was tipped as it came over, and if it was or wasn't, it falls for a point. Hastings, a sophomore outside hitter. And with the serve is Vetter. I believe that's Vetter, number 9 or number 6. Can't quite see from here. It was number 6. It was Eilertson with the serve and not Vetter. Here's Vetter with Eilertson with the pushover in 2. Dug out, Eilertson with the set and bumped over there by Hockett. Blocked at the net. Nice job. That was all Hockett. Vetter may have gotten a couple of her fingers on her left hand on that one, but it was mostly Hockett on that block. 10-9, and the Nuggets are back within a point. Looking to tie it up here on the serve by Eilertson, the sophomore. Serve is up and over. Rebels having a little bit of trouble as that one stays pretty high. Nearly hit the ceiling on 2 occasions there. Dropped inside. Nice kill from the far pin there by Vetter. And that ties us up at 10. So Hastings will come out, get a breather, and coming in will be Emily Chaden, the senior middle hitter. Serve will go back into the hands of Eilertson, the sophomore. Tied at 10. Who will take the lead? It will be the Rebels on service there. Third of the match, first of the set for the Nuggets. Peyton Wilson, the senior, will have the serve. Jump serve, hits the tape as it comes over, and the Nuggets able to control it. Bump near side, sending it over is Fleming. The Nuggets will control it, dig it out, set it up for an attack from the middle of the net. Nice job there by Koenig to keep it alive. Now the back set to the far pin. Drops inside the back line. 4 kills, 3 blocks for Mariah Vetter. And it's 11-11. Serve will go into the hands of Koenig, the senior. Jump serve is up and over, and the first touch there by Feigem nearly sent it back to the Nuggets. That one will be mishandled, and it'll be tipped over and down by Fetter with her 5th kill. And the Rebels want to talk it over. Broadcast coverage today brought to you by the Buffalo River Pumpkin Patch, Gas Construction, Jimmy's Pizza, Jetvic Construction, the Allis family, the Eilertson family, Rusted family, Chaden family, the Hastings family. Thank you so much for your support of the Hawley Nuggets volleyball team here on the Minnesota Sports Station. Had a tough one last night. Got some sleep in, looking much better today. 25-21 over the Rebels in set 1, and right now it's a tight one in set 2, 11-11. We'll turn down the music mic in the background mic there. Let's see here for the Hawley Nuggets up to this point in the set. 1 attack error, 3 service errors, no net violations, 1 touch violation. Dilworth-Glydon-Felton, the Rebels only have 1 attack error here in set 2, doing much better than they did in set 1 when they had 11 attack errors total. And that would probably explain why we're tied at 11 this time around instead of Hawley having a huge lead. Hawley had at least 2, maybe 3 leads of 6 points or more in that first set. And on all but one of them, the Rebels came back and chipped it to within 2. But the Nuggets were able to hang on. Now Koenig will have the serve and send it over, 1 touch back to the Nuggets. Set to the near pin. On the attack was Fleming, but the Rebels will keep it alive. They'll go on the attack, out of bounds. Attack error number 2, attack error 13 of the match, and it's 13-11 in favor of the Hawley Nuggets. Unless they put 2 points on the scoreboard, I thought it was 12-11, but we'll go with 13-11. That one dropped inside, that is an ace. I don't think I've ever seen a serve come inside the 10-foot line and drop for an ace before. That might have been a first. Nice job there by Mackenzie Koenig to get the ace. Nuggets now have 2 aces in the match. Now she'll send it over to the far side, trying to get an ace. Not that time. Out of bounds, but it was tipped. And that's the right call, too. 14-12. So Iwan will have the serve from the middle of the service line. Sends it over. Had to get low to keep that one in play. Oh, that one may have gone out of bounds, but instead 2 touches back to the Rebels, giving them another chance to go on the attack, and this time they'll get the point. On the kill from the far side. I believe it was Taves. Yes, it was. Number 15, Ashley Taves, the sophomore. Serve going to the hands of Iwan. Iwan serve up and over. First contact is made, set to the near pin, and that one's sent over there by Rustad, but the Rebels will keep it alive. Nice dig out there by Koenig, but she sends it into the stands. 14-14. Sent over in 2 into the back corner. Nuggets will control it, send it back over in 2. A low set followed by a medium set and a joust at the net, and it falls on the Rebel side for a Hawley Nugget point. 15-14 as they'll take the lead. The junior veteran will have a serve. Slight jump serve from the far side of the service line. Low set, on the attack, blocked at the net, and now it comes back to the Nuggets. Going on the attack is Fleming, and it got blocked at the net there by Mariah Watt. And back and forth we go, and it's tied, and it's tied, and it's tied, and a 1-point lead, and a 1-point lead, and it's tied. Right now it's tied, and Kaylee Tooney will rotate into the lineup, and she'll have the serve. Standing serve over the net and good. Set up for the attack and it's blocked. Middle of the net by Mariah Watt, but it goes out of bounds and a point for the Nuggets. 16-15. Serve will go in the hands of the sophomore Grace Fleming. Fleming, high arcing jump serve is up and over. Here's the set to the near pin, and that goes off the fingertips of Koning. And Koning can't quite get it over. It was a nice effort there, but it fell just a centimeter short. And now we're tied again at 16. Megan Tooney will have the serve now. Koning makes first contact, hits the beam, and Nuggets will to control it, and they can't get it over. That is the first 2-point lead. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, first 2-point lead for a team here. Check that. 17-16. I'm getting a point ahead of myself here. Now it's a 2-point lead. That's the first 2-point lead in a while, and that causes a timeout for Hawley. Let's keep it here. Take a look at Fargo Davies and Fargo Shanley. And it looks like Davies is up on that one, 2-0. They lead right now 6-2 in set 3 of that matchup on the road there at the Deacons. Shanley Deacons. Of course, the Davies Eagles, pretty phenomenal volleyball team. If they have lost, it's only been like 1 match or 2 matches the entire season. I haven't looked at their win-loss record, but I have looked at it recently, and I think they were like 15-1 last time I saw their win-loss record. So looks like Davies will cruise to a possible win there on the road against the Shanley Deacons. And back here in set number 2, it's 18-16 in favor of the Dilworth-Glydon-Felton Rebels over the visiting Hawley Nuggets. However, the Nuggets have a 1-0 win or lead in the match, winning that first set 25-21, thanks in part to 11 attack errors in that first set by the Rebels. And now Megan Tooney will serve it up and over. Koning will make first contact. Eilertson with a back set, and it's shoved over there by Emily Chaden. But the Rebels will control it. They'll go on the attack. Koning, now here's the set, near side. That's Rusted. Sends it over. On the second touch, Wagner bumps it up towards the front of the net where it's tipped over, and the Nuggets will control it. Bumped over, and it's a short bump. That was a really good bump to try and score the point. Rebels were able to control it. Koning will dig it out. Here's the set, back to the 10-foot line where the attack will go over and down for a point. That's Vedder again with the point. We're down for 6 kills and 3 blocks now, and that's 18-17 in favor of the Rebels. Hawley can tie it here if they can grab the point. Out of bounds. No tie at the moment. Back to a 2-point lead for the Rebels. Service error number 2 of the set for the match, with the other 2 coming in the first set, obviously. I believe this is Seidler. Yes, it was with the serve. Seidler will set it. Middle of the net, sent over, and it's down. That is Mariah Iwan, I believe. Yes, Iwan with the kill. That's their first kill, according to my numbers. And it's a 3-point lead, and it's the biggest lead for either team in this set. 20-17. Set it near side, blocked at the net. Koning tried to keep it alive there. That was the team of Olivia Feigum as well as Peyton Wilson. I believe they teamed up for a block earlier in set 1 as well. 21-17, make it 21-18. Serve will go in the hands of Emily Chaden. Senior middle hitter will serve it up and over. Bump set over to the far side, sent over by Feigum. And to be punched over there, the Rebels were able to control it. Attack from about the 15-foot line. She dropped it in front of the back line. Oh my goodness, that was about 5-6 feet behind the 10-foot line on that attack. And what a swing and what a strike by Megan Tooney. 22-18, a 4-point advantage. Hawley needs to rally here. Last time these two teams met, it went to a full 5 sets with Hawley winning 3-2. That'll be another kill. This time it goes to Peyton Wilson. And the Rebels starting to slip away with this one here. Serve going to the hands of Gracie Giesinger. Giesinger's serve is up and over. It's controlled there by the Nuggets. They'll set it up for an attack near side. But it's dug out off the swing by Vetter by the Rebels. They'll send it back over to the Nuggets. And now a whistle, and there's a net violation. No, that couldn't be it because there's not number 2 on the roster. So it must have been a double touch. Set point for the Rebels. Tipped it over and blocked and kept alive. Nearly a win there. And the Nuggets will hang on for the moment. They'll get it down too on the swing by Vetter with kill number 7. 24-19. Don't count Hawley out of it just yet. Alex Eilertson with the serve. Sophomore for the Nuggets. That one goes into the net. Service error will end the set. We're knotted up at a set apiece here. That's 3 service errors in set 2, 5 in the match. And we're all knotted up at 1-1. 25-21 Nuggets in set 1, 25-19 Rebels in set 2. We'll be back after this here on the Minnesota Sports Station on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station.
Download Game Time today.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, Maria Vetter, 7 kills and 3 blocks, has the serve here to open up set number 3. Our graphics guy could change that, and he did it right before I could finish asking him for the request. Nice job. Volley still rolling here. 0-0 in set 3. Hawley looking to change it, and they do! Tucks it inside the corner. And it's 1-0 Hawley. So now both Chaden and Vetter have 7 kills apiece. They're leading the way right now for the Nuggets. Rebels cleaning things up in that second set after 11 attack errors, 1 service error, and 4 touch violations in that first set. They had 2 attack errors, no service errors, no net violations, and no touch violations in the second set. 2-1 Nuggets. Fleming will have the serve, sophomore for the Hawley. Jump serve, far side, kind of punches it up and over. And blocked at the net, comes back over to the Nuggets here. And they'll try and put it back over in 2 touches, right back in 1 touch to the Nuggets. Now the Rebels will set it up for an attack from the near side. Out of bounds, or was it tipped? It was out of bounds, but it was tipped. 2-2 as a result. That'll be Haley Wagner with the kill. No, check that. I'm going to get the jersey number on that one again here. Wagner's a libero. Mallory Leitner was the one who got the kill there. Back set to the near side. Point Rebels as it goes out of bounds. Jump serve is up and over, and the first contact there was made by Vetter. And now Koenig will send over a free ball here. Chance for the Rebels to go on the attack, and they do, and they'll get the point. 4-2. The Rebels spreading the points around rather evenly here. Right now, Megan Tooney and Mariah Watt lead the way with 3 kills. That one was tipped. And that will put Mariah Iwan in that shared lead with 3 kills as well. 5-2. We're tied up in a set apiece here, almost an hour into the match. Serves up and over. Koenig makes first contact. Jumps at the net, and it's blocked there by Eilertson. And Wagner will get it back over to the Nuggets. Set up, far pin, tipped over. Rebels will keep it alive. They'll go on the attack from the far pin. It's blocked by the left hand on the far side there. I believe it was Eilertson. No, check that. Jersey number was wrinkled a little bit. It was Faith Rustad. 5-3. And it'll be Faith Rustad with the serve. Nice hard serve over the net there by Rustad. Rebels go on the attack, but it's an attacking error. Let me check. No, I guess it did sneak over. 6-3. Leitner with her second kill. 1 touch, comes back over, tipped around, and jousts for it at the net, and it's delivered back to the Rebels successfully somehow. Now there's a chance for Hawley to go on the attack, and that was blocked at the net. A nice two-handed block by Mallory Leitner, but it goes out of bounds for the point for the Nuggets. 6-4 as a result. On the block out of bounds there by Leitner. Emily Chaden wanted the serve. She has 7 kills and a block. Right behind Mariah Vetter, who has 7 kills and 3 blocks. Unofficial, of course, but pretty close to official. 6-4. One touch back over. Wagner will bump it. That was a set from Seidler. Back over to the Nuggets now. Set it up far side for Vetter. And Vetter will get the kill. 6-5, and the Nuggets are back within 1. It's a good one. Don't go anywhere. Order an extra pizza. If you're sitting at Jimmy's Pizza right now, you're probably going to need it. 6-5. Rebels are going to go on the attack from the near pin. It's tipped as it comes over. Diving dig by Koenig and sent back over there by the Nuggets. Eilertson right on the attack as it comes over the net. Rebels able to control it. Dug out there. Eilertson with the set. Far side. Puts it in the direction of Vetter. Rebels will keep it going. 2 touches right back over to the Nuggets with another set. And that one nearly fell down. And the volley will continue. Here's another chance. Kind of popped it up, trying to tip it over. Wagner, I believe that was a second touch, and it was because they sent it over on that one. And the bump there by Koenig didn't quite go the way she wanted it to, and that will drop for a point for the Rebels, and they now lead 7-5. Gracie Giesinger will rotate in. That'll give Mallory Leitner a breather on the bench. Service over and out of bounds. Oh, she said it was inbounds, the far side official, and Emily Chaden probably disagrees with that. 8-5. So it goes in the books as an ace for Giesinger. That's her second ace, and she's the only person from either team to have multiple aces in this match. Here's a set from Eilertson, far side, blocked at the net, and that is the team of, I know Peyton Willis was one of them. I believe it was Olivia Feigum who had the assist on that block. 9-5. Serve comes over, and from the 10-foot line, they'll send it over and down. Giesinger was going to let it go, thinking it was going to go out of bounds, and well, I probably would have done the same thing. But it goes in favor of the Hawley Nuggets this time around, 9-6. That one just barely made it over the net. Rebels having a little bit of trouble. They do get it back. Free ball here for the Nuggets. They can set up an attack from the near pin. It'll be dug out there, far side by Olivia Feigum. Comes back and tipped off the hands of Eilertson for a point for the Rebels and a timeout. Hawley, I would have a suspicion that Davie-Shanley match is going to come to an end here pretty soon, and it has come to an end. Or either that or they're in a commercial break. So let's see here. Well, we'll try and get the final score on that. Since they're not playing, we'll take a short timeout and be right back after this here on the Minnesota Sports Station. North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews. Who's moving on to play college softball, and that? Well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station. All right, welcome back. Coming out of the Hawley timeout, they trail 10-6 here. We're tied up at a set apiece. And that'll be an attacking error into the net. Third of the set, fourth of the match. They had none in set 2, and the first one came all the way back in the early part of set 1. As a result, it's 11-6 in favor of the Rebels. Set it up far side. Fleming sends it over. That one nearly went into the basketball hoop, but the Rebels were able to send it back. Koenig, now Eilertson with the back set near side, sent over there by Vetter. Rebels control it. Now they'll try and come back, and they tried to get the block, but the kill will go through the block for a point there for Ashley Taves. 12-6, and the Rebels have doubled up here on the Nuggets in set 3. Here's a set over far side for Fleming. Sent it over, dug out there by Seidler. Seidler will push it over on the third touch. Now the back set to the near pin, and that one goes into the net. Attacking error number 4. Jump serve is up and over and out of bounds. Last time the Rebels had a service error is back in set 1. 13-7 as a result. Mackenzie Koenig will get the serve and send it over. Haley Wagner had to get down low to dig out that serve, and now the Nuggets will go on the attack. Rebels able to keep it alive. And a nice dig out and nearly to our station here. I got my fingertips on the ball. At a North Dakota State tournament, I caught 9 of them over 2 matches. That was a couple of years ago. I believe we were following the Kindred Vikings that year. Or maybe it was Central Cass Squirrels, one of the two. That one just went out of bounds. (15-7). 15-8 on the service error. Vetter will have the serve. Team trailing by 7. That one goes into the net. I thought somebody touched the net, but no call. And Rebels will have another opportunity here as Wagner will bump it. Blocked at the net. Rebels keep it alive. Nearly hit the ceiling. Tipped as it comes over. Eilertson with the set. Far side Fleming blocked at the net. One touch back to the Rebels. Out of bounds. Point Dilworth-Glydon-Felton. 16-8 as the Rebels double up once again on the Nuggets. Kaylee Tooney will rotate in. That'll give a breather for Ashley Taves on the sideline here for the Rebels. And Tooney will go in to serve. With her team up 8, she'll serve it up and over and out of bounds, and now her team's up 7. 16-9. Serve will go in the hands of the sophomore outside hitter, Grace Fleming. Serve is up and over. That bump didn't quite go the way she wanted. Wagner's able to successfully get it back to the Nuggets. Now they'll go on the attack. Blocked at the net. Dug out there nicely by Mariah Vetter. And then they'll fall apart over on the far side. Mariah Watt will get another kill for the Rebels. And that will make it 17-9. So Mariah Watt has 1 ace in this match so far, and she will go on the serve right now here for Dilworth-Glydon-Felton. Jump serve from the far side of the service line is out of bounds off for the far sideline. That'll be service error number 3 of the set for the Rebels and 4 of the match. 17-10, the lead's been cut to 7 as the Nuggets enter double digits. Onto the scoreboard. This Be Rusted with a serve. Standing serve from the middle of the service line, up and over, controlled by the Rebels. Set, tack, middle of the net, and shut the door. There was Peyton Wilson on the one-touch kill. 18-10. Ellie Seidler, the junior setter for the Rebels, will have the serve. Looks like she'll serve it up from the middle of the service line. That'll indeed be the case. Koenig will dig it up. Eilertson will set it. Sent over, Rebels control it. Tipped as it comes over, and that'll be a kill for Olivia Feigum. Seidler will continue on the serve. And it landed in bounds for an ace. Giesinger has 2 aces. Iwan has an ace. Megan Tooney has an ace. Mariah Watt has an ace. And now Ellie Seidler has an ace. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 aces compared to just 2 for the Nuggets in this match. Here's the set, far side, pushed over. Nice diving dig, not sure who got it. It was Seidler who got the dig out there. Sent back over to the Nuggets now. Bumped over far side from the 10-foot line, sent over by Chaden. Now the Rebels will set up for an attack. Block at the net, and it falls in bounds. It was mostly Rudy Hockett on the block, but Chaden got a piece of that on the assist. And it's 20-11. And the senior Chaden will go on the serve here for the Nuggets. Tying it a set apiece. Nuggets have a little bit of work to do here if they want to take the 2-1 set advantage. And that will certainly help matters if you're a Hawley Nugget fan, as that one will go flying out of bounds to make it 20-12. First attack error since too early in the second set. They really cleaned those up here since set 1. Nice swing and bolted down like a lightning bolt. Peyton Wilson picking up her 4th kill. (21-12) as a result. Tipped over. Set up near side, and that'll fall for a kill for Ashley Taves. That's her 4th, according to my numbers. 22-12, a 10-point lead and a timeout, Hawley. We'll take a timeout as well. We're back in a moment here on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
All right, welcome back. Broadcast brought to you today by Jimmy's Pizza, Gas Construction, Jetvig Construction, Buffalo River Pumpkin Patch, and Steer Builders. Also from the Eilertson, Rustad, Hastings, Shading, and Ollis families. Thank you so much for your support of Hawley Nuggets Volleyball. And they'll get a kill far side. It's Maria Vetter again. That is her 10th kill. It's been a while since she picked one up, but she got one there, and the Nuggets are one closer as a result. 22-13 is our score here in set number 3, tied at a set apiece. Camera got blurry there for a little bit. We apologize. That'll be tipped, and Koenig claps her hands saying, "That one's on me, friends." (23-13) back to a 10-point advantage. I think that's Willis. Yes, it was on the serve. Set it up far side. Fleming tried to put it over, is blocked at the net, and somehow got back over to the Rebels anyway. That one's blocked at the net. That one's going the wrong direction here. Again, the Rebels will recover, though. Chance for the Nuggets to get a point here. Fleming sends it over. Dug out there by the Rebels. Sent back over there by Taves. Nice job there by the Nuggets to keep the volley going there. Saving themselves, and they save themselves again, and Koenig will bump it over and out of bounds. Set point for the Rebels. See if Hawley can get refueled here between sets 3 and 4. So they'll need to win 2 in a row. That helps a little bit. That's service error number 4 of the set. They have 5 in the match. Koenig on the serve with their team down 10, 24-14. Set point still here for the Nuggets. Wagner will dig it out. Here's the set, and that will win it. 25-14 in set 3. We'll go to a set 4 with the Rebels leading the Nuggets 2 sets to 1. We'll see if the Nuggets can refuel here. Maybe get an attack going when we come back after this on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station.
Download Game Time today.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, we're underway here, so just turned off the music. And that's going to be a point for, I believe, the Rebels. Yep. Well, last time these two teams met, it did go to a 5th set. We'll see if that's the case here. Hawley will send it over. Wagner will make the first touch and attack far side out of bounds. Yep. 1-1. That was a nice swing there from the middle of the net by Ellie Seidler, getting her first kill of the evening. 2-1 in favor of the Rebels. Through 3 sets, 5 attack errors, 5 service errors, 2 touch violations for the Hawley Nuggets, 14 attack errors, 5 service errors, and 4 touch violations, no net violations for the Rebels. And you can add 1 more to the attack error for 15 here in set 4. That one is tipped and good for a point for the Rebels. And it's 3-1 in favor of Dilworth-Glydon-Felton here on their home court. Final regular season match on a section and conference matchup here between the Rebels and the Nuggets. Nuggets took the first set, battled it out in set 2, and slipped behind a little bit in set number 3. We'll see if they can retaliate here and pick up a win here in set number 4. Joust for it at the net, and it falls down. I believe the credit's going to go to Mariah Iwin, as I believe she was the last one to touch the ball there. That's 4-1. Set 5 if necessary. Hawley has to win this set to see set 5. Set to the far side, pushed over, and somehow it came back to the Nuggets. They'll try it again. That one tipped and out of bounds, and good for a kill for Rusted. 4-2, lead's been sliced in half. Grace Fleming will have the serve. Only 2 aces for the Nuggets. 6 aces for the Rebels in the match so far. Wagner touches it, set to the near wing, or near post, near pin is what I'm trying to say. And it will result in a point for the Rebels. Mariah Watt has 1 ace and nearly had a second one there as it hit the tape as it came over. Now from the 10-foot line, sending it back with Rusted. Rebels will control it and come back with a tip of their own, and that'll fall down for a kill. From the near pin, that was Seidler again. Excuse me, I got the hiccups for some reason. I haven't drank or ate anything. I don't know why I have the hiccups. Megan Tooney with the serve. Up and over. From the 10-foot line, sending it over there was Rusted. Bump back over to the Nuggets. Sent over in 2, and that was a nice play there by Eilertson. 6-3, excuse me. Nicely done there by the Nuggets. 2 touches there by Rusted to keep that volley alive. Sent back over there by Hockett. Now comes right back to the Nuggets on a single touch. Set up near side here, Chaden. Got it! 6-4. Nuggets in a good position here. They need to get on the flip side of that scoreboard though. One point at a time. We'll see if they can get that 1 point here. Blocked at the net, joust at the net. And it will fall. That's another kill for Seidler. And it's 7-4, and the serve will go back to Dilworth-Glydon-Felton. High serve that drops right around that 10-foot line area. Blocked at the net, out of bounds. No, it must have landed inbounds, or either that or it was tipped, one of the two. Either way, it's a point for the Rebels, and it's 8-4. Service error into the net, and it's 8-5. That's 6 in the match, 1 in the set. They had 1 in set 1, none in set 2, 4 in set 3, and 1 so far now here in set 4. And that'll put the serve into the hands of Eilertson. Oh, no, check that. Wrong jersey number. It's Rudy Hockett with the ace. Check that, Emily Chapin with the ace. So that's 3 aces now for the Nuggets in this match. We'll eventually figure out who got the ace, and it was Chapin. And that puts the Nuggets back within 2. Another ace here would be a huge momentum booster for the Nuggets, or even another point for that matter. Not going to happen this time. Point goes to the Rebels. (9-6). Sent over, tipped as it comes over, and somehow comes back to the Nuggets. Rebels getting a little bit of home court luck here, and the joust at the net, and that falls down for a point and a kill for Iwan. It's her 5th. And it's 10-6 and a 4-point advantage for DGF. That one will go out of bounds on a service error. Hollis family, Hastings family, Chayton family, Rusted family, Eilertson family, thank you so much for your support of Hawley Nugget Volleyball here on the Minnesota Sports Station. It's 10-7. Nuggets back within 3, get a block at the net, and the Rebels keep it alive. Sent over far side there. Koenig will dive and keep that volley going. They'll set it up for Fleming near side, and that one will drop. Fleming will get the kill, and it's a 2-point deficit now for the Nuggets. Broadcast also brought to you by Buffalo River Pumpkin Patch, Steer Builders, Gas Construction, Jetvin Construction, and Jimmy's Pizza, also hosting the watch party tonight back in Hawley. Certainly appreciate that. Know everybody back there is cheering on the Nuggets. I know we have some Rebel fans watching too. This has been a good one, and set 4 is right now in favor of the Rebels, but not by much. Sent back over, one bump touch back over, and that'll give the Nuggets a chance to go on the attack. And it'll drop far side. It's Vedder with her 11th kill. And the Nuggets are within 1. It's 10-9, and the serve will go into the hands of Alex Eilertson. Bump back over. Koenig set here, middle of the net for Hockett. Blocked at the net. That was Fleming who had the block on it. Free ball here, unless it goes out of bounds. No, that might have stayed in. That was a good play there. Fleming looked like she was going to go for a powerful strike and then kind of flicked it from the back of her hand, and that's going to be a lift, a touch violation. And as a result, we are tied at 10. The Nuggets are back in this one, and the Rebels now might have a little bit of nerves in them. We'll see if their home crowd can calm them down, or we'll see if the Nugget crowd can get on their feet and cheer on their team to a set 4 victory here. We do have a few Nuggets fans on their feet. Nobody's standing on the far side of the gym. Nuggets win that battle. Looks like 5-0 at the moment. 5, make that 6 people standing now. Wagner will touch up on it. Here's the set. Tipped and blocked at the net and then pushed right back over. And the Nuggets will keep that one alive. Koenig with a bump set near side. Fleming sends it over. Rebels control it. They'll set it up for the attack. Blocked at the net. Sent over, out of bounds.
Let's go, White!
16 attack errors for the Rebels now, 2 in this set. Wagner had a dive, and that one nearly hit the ceiling, and they just barely get it over. Free ball here for the Nuggets, a great opportunity to try and get another point. Wagner will dig it out on the dive, and here's the set by Seidler, and she got it inside the back line on the kill by Feigl. 11-11. Serve will go into the hands of Peyton Willis, the senior middle hitter who has 5 kills and 3 blocks according to my numbers.
One pass, White!
And the jump serve is up and over. First touch there by Chaden. Now they'll send it to Fleming, who sends it over. Rebels will control it. Back over in 2, back in 1. Now back over in 3, blocked at the net. And that one will not make it over. Back for a 1-point lead here for the Nuggets, 12-11. Serve will go into the hands of Mackenzie Koenig. Rudy Hockett will get a breather on the bench, and there you have a timeout on the floor. It's 12-11 in favor of the Nuggets here in set 4. They trail the match 2-1. We'll come back with the rest of this set right after this on the Minnesota Sports Station. North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station. All right, welcome back here. I'm going to try and keep talking so we can kind of drown out the Bon Jovi in the background there. The serve's going to go into the hands of Mackenzie Koenig, and in 3-2-1-0, -1, -2, they shut the music off. Awesome. Koenig with her team with a 1-point lead, 12-11, serves it up and over. Rebels will bump it over far side on the attack, and they got it down in front of the back line. That'll tie us at 12. On the far side with the kill is Ashley Taves, picking up kill number 5. Feigl will come out, Iwan will come in, and Iwan will have the serve here for the Rebels, tied up at 12.
Come on, White! Let's go, White!
Hawley fans right off to my right, and the Rebel fans far side, touch violation Rebels. That's their first one since the 4 they had in set 1. 13-12, Nuggets lead, Maria Vetter with the serve. Serve is over. And that will be pushed over, diving one-handed dig by Koenig. Keeps the volley alive. Wagner will touch up on it. Here's the set. Blocked at the net. Down for the kill. Emily Chaden with the block. And who is next to her? I believe it was Rustad who maybe got the assist on that block. 14-12. 2-point lead for the Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the set. Serve comes over and tipped and down for the point. Credit that one to Grace Fleming, and now the Nuggets have a little bit of life in them and a little bit of confidence, holding on to a 3-point lead right now. Serve is up and over. Wagner will make first contact. Now here's a bump and an attack from about 8 feet outside of the net. Back set over to the far pin. Sent over and tipped off the hands of Mariah Iwan. And that'll be a point for the Nuggets. I believe it was Eilertson with the kill, actually. I have to be honest, I'm not sure who got the point for the Nuggets on that one. think the PA announcer said something about free hot dogs, so the kids are running towards that now. Ooh, that was a beautiful kill by Mariah Watt, and that's her 5th kill. Mariah Watt, Ashley Taves, Olivia Feigum, and Peyton Wilson all have 5 kills. Once again, the points are spread pretty evenly among all team members here for the Rebels. 16-13. 16 was it tipped? It was. 17-13. Fleming sends a serve over. It's bumped there by Iwan. Sent over, dug out by Koenig. Here's the set, and had to bump it over. Was Rustad. Nice job there by Fleming to keep that one alive. Sent over, and I thought it was in bounds. I thought it dropped in front of the line, but the back judge says no, it did not. So we'll put the point over with the Rebels, and it's 17-14. Serve will go into the hands of Megan Tooney. That was a close one. I'd like to see the replay on that. Credit that kill to Chaden. That's her 10th kill. She has 3 blocks and an ace, according to my numbers there, and another point for the Nuggets. They lead 18-14 here after trailing for a good portion of this set. They didn't trail by more than 3, and they were able to battle back, take the lead, and now they're hanging on to the lead. Still a little ways to go here, but so far so good if you're a Nugget fan in this set. Oh, that was a kill far side there. Number 5, that's Mallory Leitner. She has 4 kills now, according to my numbers. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players with 3, 4, or 5 kills for the Rebels. 18-15, joust at the net, and the Nuggets couldn't chase it down. That makes it 18-16. Ellie Seidler with the serve now. And before that serve comes, we'll have a timeout. I didn't see the official's hand signal, but if I had to guess, I believe it's a Hawley Nugget timeout. We'll try and find out for sure here. After this, we'll take a timeout. Be back with the conclusion, we believe, of set 4 here in a moment on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
All right, 18-16. The Hawley Nugget fans to my right are really into this one, and they should be. This has been a good one here, regardless of which team you're a fan of. This could go either way at any time. Right now, it's going in the way of the Hawley Nuggets. 18-16, block out of bounds. It does go out of bounds. 19-16. Emily Chaden with the serve. Up and over and out of bounds. 6th service error of the match, first of set 4. The other 5, 2 in the first, 3 in the second, none in the third, now 1 in the fourth. That'll put the serve into the hands of Gracie Geisinger, who has 2 aces and a kill. No ace this time. Was that tipped? Oh, I thought it was tipped, but it was not. And that's a point for the Rebels, and it's 19-18, and all of a sudden, it's a 1-point game again. Giesinger, serve up and over. Koenig makes first contact. Now there's a set to the near side. It's blocked at the net by Olivia Feigum and Peyton Wilson. And that ties us up at 19, friends. Geesom serve up and over. Tried to send it back over in 2 and into the net, and that will be a kill for Eilertson. We'll give her credit for that one. 2019, the lead goes back to the Nuggets. Serve just barely over. Wagner makes first contact. Here's the bump towards the middle of the net. They'll send it over. Nice diving dig by Koenig, and it comes back in 2 touches to the Rebels. Sent back over, joust at the net. Under the net it goes, and that will be attacking error number 5 of set 4 here for the Dilworth-Glydon-Felton Rebels. And all that foot stomping are your Hawley Nugget fans for those watching back at Jimmy's Pizza in Hawley. 21-19, a 2-point advantage for Hawley. That one dropped inside the line. Tipped or not, it hit inside the line, and that's a good kill for the Rebels. (21-20) now. And Peyton Willis will have the serve here for Dilworth-Glydon-Felton. Jump serve is up and over. Here's the set. Attack from the far pin. Dug out nicely there by Giesinger. Point Hawley, and yep, 22-20. Koenig will have the serve. Jump serve near side of the service line, up and over. First touch there by Feigum into the net, and somehow pops back over to the Nuggets. Feigum, Eilertson, and sent over there by Fleming. Kept alive by the Rebels. Back over, nice running dig there by Chaden. Now Fleming will send it over again. Here's a chance for the Rebels to tie it up, or get within 1, and they do. That kill is Olivia Feigum's 7th kill of the match. And it's 22-21. Mariah Iwin with the serve. She'll serve it up from the middle of the service line here. Barely goes over the net. Koenig, back set, far pin, hit the tape, 4 touches. And we're tied on the touch violation there by the Nuggets. 22-22. Iwin, the junior setter, will have the serve once again. Here it is. It's up and over. First contact is made. Here's the set near pin. That's Rusted. Sends it over. Rebels keep it alive, and Wagner will bump it back over. Now the Nuggets have another chance to go on the attack. Rusted, send it over. Block at the net. 1 touch back to the Rebels. What a lightning bolt to the middle of the net there by Mariah Watt. And that gives the Rebels a lead, and that gives the Nuggets a timeout. 23-22, we have a good one here. We're gonna keep it right here during the break. Broadcast brought to you by Jimmy's Pizza, Buffalo River Pumpkin Patch, Gas Construction, Jetvig Construction, Steer Builders, Allis family, Hastings family, Chaden family, Rusted family, and Eilertson family. Thanks so much for supporting the Nuggets here on the Minnesota Sports Station. We got a good one here. This one went to 5 sets back in September when these two teams met, and I believe that match was in Hawley. And now the Nuggets, they were able to pick up the win last time. They're looking for another win here after trailing 2-1. They are now trailing by 1 here in set 4. And this one could go either way, folks. This one could go either way. That's the only thing I have to say. If you flip a coin 5 times, that's about the chances of predictability on who's going to win this match. The same as you correctly predicting 5 flips of a coin. Iwin will have the serve after the Baby Shark song goes off. Here's the set. Rusted over, tip, whistle, net violation on the Rebels. They have 2 net violations. They have both come in this set. They have not had a net violations in set 1, 2, or 3, but they have 2 of them here in set 4, and that ties us up at 23. Serve is up and over. Wagner on the second touch, bumps it over to the far pin, sent over, nice dig out there by Koenig. Now the set from Vetter, sent over, I believe that was Fleming who sent it over. Here come the Rebels, blocked at the net. And that should be a double touch, so lift either way, a touch violation. And now it's set point for the Hawley Nuggets. Once again, you gotta win by 2. Keep that in mind, just in case the Rebels score here. And they do score, and we're tied at 24. You get some bonus volleyball here. Mariah Watt taking off here in this 4th set. She's up to 9 kills. She started this set with 4, or check that, 5. She's gotten 4 in this one. 24-24. Here's Rusted into the net, and it's match point for the Rebels. Now the Rebel fans are on their feet. Kelsey Roll. Here's the set. Tipped over and backed. Oh, they tried to slam the door, but Wagner was there to dig it out. Nice dive there by Koenig. Was it tipped out of bounds? It was. Tied at 25. Fleming will get credit for the kill. She has 5 now. Once again, you got to win by 2. First one to 27, or it could go further than that. I've called a match that's gone to 32 before. That one will drop on the, it'll get through the block and drop for a point for the Rebels. And it's match point once again for DGF. And on the serve is Mariah Watt. I think anyway. No, check that. It's Megan Tooney. Serve is up and over. Rebel fans clapping, trying to clap their team to a victory here. They'll go on the attack, send it over. 1 touch back. Koenig will save it. Rusted sends it over. And they'll win it on the kill by Mallory Leitner, which was her 5th kill. And a crushing loss for the Hawley Nuggets here. 27-25 in set 4. You couldn't have asked for a better finish unless you're a Nuggets fan and you wanted to win. That's really the only thing better that could have happened there. Tough loss there for Hawley and a great win, a great victory there for Dilworth-Glydon-Felton, the Rebels. Congratulations to the Rebels winning the final regular season game at home. They will have one more match here on, or actually be in the Moorhead Invite. And that will wrap it up for Hawley as far as the regular season is concerned. So once again, your final in 4 sets. Rebels take it 3-1. 21-25, 25-19, 25-14, and 27-25. Time of the match, 1 hour, 47 minutes, and 17 seconds. We'll take a short break, come back with your post-game show right after this here on the ND Sports Channel, on the Minnesota Sports Station, and the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews. Who's moving on to play college softball and that? Well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station.
Download Game Time today.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, welcome back. And what a match here at Dilworth-Glydon-Felton as the Rebels win their debut on the Magnitude Sports Media Network in exciting fashion in 4 sets over the Hawley Nuggets. A hurtful, crushing loss there for the Nuggets as they had the lead and they just couldn't quite hang on to it. And the Rebels were able to battle back in some bonus volleyball action and take the win in set 4, 27-25 to take the match. 3 sets to 1. Once again, your final. The Rebels win it 3-1, 21-25, 25-19, 25-14, and 27-25. Totals here for the Hawley Nuggets. Attack errors 6, service errors 6, net violations none, touch violations 4. For the Dilworth-Glydon-Felton Rebels, attack errors 19, service errors 7, net violations 2, touch violations 6. And 11 of those 19 attack errors came in set 1, which helped the Nuggets on to victory, no doubt about it. Individual scoring here, we'll start with the Hawley Nuggets. Mackenzie Koning with an ace. Alex Eilertson had her down for 5 kills. Grace Fleming with 5 kills. Faith Rustad with 3 kills, 2 blocks, and an ace. Mariah Vetter with 11 kills and 3 blocks. Rudy Hockett with a kill and 2 blocks. Emily Chaden with 10 kills, 3 blocks, and an ace. And Ellie Hastings with 2 kills. And that wraps up your individual scoring unofficially for the Hawley Nuggets. Unofficially, individual scoring here for the Dilworth-Glydon-Felton Rebels. It's Grace Giesinger with a kill and 2 aces. And she led the way in aces for both teams combined. Everybody else had no more than 1. Peyton Wilson with 6 kills and 4 blocks. Mallory Leitner with 4 kills. Mariah Iwan with 5 kills. Check that. Mallory Leitner with 5 kills. I think I said 4. I meant to say 5. Mariah Iwan with 5 kills and an ace. Haley Wagner with a kill and a block. Megan Tooney with 3 kills, a block, and an ace. Ellie Seidler with 3 kills, a block, and an ace. Olivia Feigem with 7 kills and 5 blocks. Ashley Taves with 5 kills. And that's your individual scoring here for the Dilworth-Glydon-Felton Rebels. Let's take a look at the Hawley Nuggets. They wrap up the regular season now here with a record of 18-7. Heading into the postseason, I believe they will head into the postseason with an 18-7 record. 11-1 at home, 3-4 on the road, 6-2 against section opponents, 5-3 against conference opponents. And like I said, they will more than likely enter into the postseason. I would imagine with an 18-7 record, that might be good enough, but that is still to be decided. For the home team, the Dilworth-Glydon-Felton Rebels, well, their season at home is done, but they still have about 3 or 4 more games yet. They'll be heading over to the Moorhead Tournament on October 18th. Matchups and times to be announced. And they end the season with an even 500 record of 12-12, going 4-2 at home, 4-5 on the road, 5-4 against section opponents, and 3-5 against conference opponents. They outplayed their opponents 40 sets to 35. And once again, they'll have the Moorhead Tournament to wrap up their regular season coming up here in about 3 days from now. So, with that, it's time now to select a player of the game. And, well, we're going to go with the one player that we did not give individual scores for, and that will be Mariah Watt. She really took off there in that 4th set, but she had a few points in the earlier sets to help carry her team into that 4th set. So the junior middle hitter for the Rebels, Mariah Watt, with 13 points scored, 9 kills, 3 blocks, and an ace, will be our player of the game here for the Dilworth-Glydon-Felton Rebels. If you go to our website, msportsnet.com, click on on-demand games, you can find both the JV and the varsity game will be available. It might be a little bit longer than 60 minutes tonight based on the fact that we went straight through with no stoppage between the JV and the varsity game. So it might be a little bit longer, but it'll eventually be available on that webpage there for a 24/7 on-demand replay. So if somebody didn't see the whole match, don't tell them what the final score was. Send them to our website, have them watch it, and determine and find out for themselves how the exciting but a little less exciting for Hawley Nuggets, but exciting nonetheless, how that came down. Also, under that games button, you click on stream schedule, and once again, that is our donate page. And I'm not sure why the donate thing is showing up on our stream schedule, but we'll just skip over that. But with that said, as that's not even proportioned right, you can donate at our website and help us pay the guy to proportion our website a little bit better. A donation of $1 might do the trick on that one. So you can find us online on our website, msportsnet.com. You can follow us on Twitter at mmsportstation. Like and follow us and subscribe if you would at all possible, please. Awesome. For our YouTube channel. It's at youtube.com/ND Sports Channel, and that link will change in July to something more universal. YouTube won't allow us to change it at the moment, and we figured out why, so that's why we got to wait that long. And then like and follow us on Facebook if you wouldn't mind at facebook.com/msportsmnet. There we go. Now it's proportioned, right? And like I said, if you'd like to donate, you can go to our website, msportsnet.com. On the right-hand side of the toolbar there is the donate button. You can donate with your phone by scanning that QR code, or you can simply click on the mouse and enter a safe and secure credit card or debit card. If the amount, a one-time or a monthly donation, will give you the choice. You can also put a note in there saying, hey, this is Keith, and I'm a Hawley Nuggets fan, and I love football. And if you were to put that in the little notes comment, then we'll make sure your donation goes towards a football broadcast for your team. Whatever this is one example of many. So, or you can send us a check and money order, P.O. Box 568, West Fargo, North Dakota 58078, and you can make those checks payable to Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'd certainly appreciate. You don't have to. but you can if you want. And that would be absolutely awesome. We'd certainly appreciate that, and we'll send you a receipt, too, so you can file that away for your year-end donation supplies or whatever. Your final score, once again, in 4 sets. The Rebels take it from the Nuggets 3-1, 21-25, 25-19, 25-14, 27-25. The preceding has been a presentation of the Minnesota Sports Station on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Have a great night.